should not have traded me. So it's one of these things emotionally as football players. Anybody hates to say, I don't, the team that tell you, I don't want you anymore. So then it builds you up even more. Then the fact that he hasn't played for weeks, so he's eager, one, just to play. He's going to be eager to play against the Saints, and he's going to be eager to show his new fan base everything that he brings to the table as a lockdown corner, taking away half of the field.
And then if you're Joe Witt Jr., I mean, what an incredible piece you get to add to your defense. How does that change the positioning of what we're going to see?
That changes everything. Gee, think about this. Okay. Now he can dictate terms on other teams' number one. He can do things that he wasn't able to do. He can reshuffle the deck up to the cornerback position and put some guys into their true position. St. Juice is a true two. Sanders still moved back inside, but I like Sanders still outside too also. But it reshuffles the deck at corner, and it also gives you a upgrade. So this is what he upgrades. Okay. He upgrades the secondary overall. He upgrades the pass rush. He upgrades the play calling of Coach Witt and his ability to call timely things when he wants to.
And then when you've got a guy on the Saints and Jay Kaner who's never made an NFL start, if you're a defense, you got to be licking your chops here.
That also makes him dangerous. Yeah. Because he's a guy that want to prove to everybody in the league, I could at least be your backup. I can go out here and I can play with the best of them. And then that's why it's good to have Lattimore too, because he's his brain trust of what the Saints got going on, play calling, what guys they put in certain positions. Like, he can give you the book on Hainer because he's practiced against them. So that's another plus he brings to the table. But a guy like this is a wild card. And a wild card is a guy that comes out there. We don't know anything. The lack of knowledge alone makes him dangerous, and the hunger too. A hungry dog will bite you, Gene.
Well, I know that's true, and I also know that you love calling out one guy that you expect to have a big game. Who's that going to be today?
You know what? The low-hanging fruit is to say Lattimore, right?
Right.
That's the low-hanging fruit right there. I'm going to go on offense, and I'm going to say, of course, it's going to be a big day for B-Rock because I think we continue to run the ball, especially, we get into the winter months. I'm going to say most definitely easy to say B-Rock, but I'm going to say running game. But I'm going to say somebody that I don't think I didn't say it this year, Jay Daniels.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? That would have been low-hanging fruit all season. And it's week 15. You waited long enough. Last question for you, because you're the expert here.
Yeah.
What's the advice for all the Commanders fans who want to go to Bourbon Street after a win?
Hey, listen to me. All you need to do is understand you're going to Zombieland, and this is going to be a fun time. Everything about New Orleans, they take it times 3. When you order drinks, they're 3 for 1. When you go out to have fun, it's 3 times the fun. All I would say is mesh into the crowd, get lost in the marsh pit, enjoy the food. That's the great thing about it. No matter how far you take it, you can always reload by enjoying some of the good Cajun food. So just go enjoy yourself and leave all of your worries at home.
That's such good advice, because New Orleans, I mean, we feel the same. It's a great city. Great city down there.
It's a great city. Like I say, by far, the number one food city in America. I dare anyone to challenge me and tell me it's a better food city in America.
Catch him after the game with Scott Jackson at Kraft House. Rested for our Command Center post-game huddle. It's my guy, Fred Smoot. Smoot, appreciate you, man.
Anytime, Jim.
Coming up on the show, Kickoff is almost here. I have some final thoughts before this massive matchup in the Big Easy. You are listening to the Mattress Warehouse Command Center Tailgate Show. This is the Washington Commanders Football Radio Network.
You're listening to Washington Commanders Football on the Commanders Radio Network.
In today's digital age, safeguarding your data is more crucial than ever, especially for federal agencies. Commvault Cloud for Government, now FedRAMP High authorized, enables continuous business and allows government agencies to reach zero trust compliance with a cloud smart approach. From seamless backups to advanced recovery options, we ensure your sensitive information is secure and accessible. With Commvault, you can focus on what matters, serving your mission. Trust the leader in data management to protect your agency's future. Visit commvault.com/federal. Your data, our priority.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Terms and conditions apply.
Brought to you by Ortho Virginia. As Virginia's largest provider of orthopedic medicine and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider of the Washington Commanders, it's no wonder that they're the pros trust. Ortho Virginia has more than 150 specialists and over 35 locations throughout Virginia, with many offices offering same-day appointments and extended hours. To find a specialist near you or to book an appointment, visit orthovirginia.com. Ortho Virginia. Stronger starts here.
Hey, Commanders fans. Looking for the perfect fall getaway that's just a quick drive from D.C.? Williamsburg, Virginia is your next great escape. Williamsburg, Jamestown, and Yorktown offer the perfect blend of historic sites, outdoor adventure, and entertainment for your fall vacation. Immerse yourself in America's rich heritage with one-of-a-kind living history museums, abundant recreational opportunities, including great golf, farm-to-table freshness, craft breweries, distilleries, wineries, and don't forget the roller coasters at Busch Gardens. Your fall adventure starts in Williamsburg.
Awaken your senses this fall at National Harbor. Stroll the vibrant waterfront, savor fall flavors, and enjoy exciting events like Burger Week and Harbor Halloween. Shop incredible fall fashion at dozens of unique stores and refuel at over 30 restaurants offering delectable seasonal dishes. Or even stay overnight at any of our 8 hotels, just minutes from D.C. Awaken your fall adventure at nationalharbor.com.
This is the Mattress Warehouse Command Center Tailgate Show.
Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official partner of the Washington Commanders. And since it's almost kickoff, how about a deal for football season from Lido Pizza? Get an 18-inch one-topping Lido Pizza and 12 jumbo wings for only $39.99 plus tax. Lido Pizza is square because Lido Pizza never cuts corners. We always hear the phrase next man up in the NFL. That will need to be the case today. Noah Brown probably out for the season for the Burgundy and Gold. Austin Eckler is out, and now we know Tyler Biadasz will not play at center. But this is a resilient Commanders team, and they get a massive piece on the defense, suiting up for the first time in Marshawn Lattimore. With a win today, Washington can improve to 9-5 on the season, their best record after 14 games since back in 1992. That's going to do it for this edition of the Mattress Warehouse Command Center Tailgate Show. I'm Michael Jenkins. Always appreciate you being with us. Kickoff is coming up next as Bram, London, and Logan bring you the 50-yard line show. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
You've been listening to the Command Center Tailgate Show. Washington Commanders football is presented by Finch Turf, your exclusive John Deere golf and sports turf dealer. By Steam Fitters UA Local 602, providing the highest level of HVAC and mechanical piping services. By Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the NFL. By IBEW Local Union 26. By Capital City Mambo Sauce. Capital City Mambo Sauce, a proud partner of the Washington Commanders, is now available at Commanders Field and always at CapitalCity.com. And by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Washington Commanders kickoff is coming.
The Washington Commanders are on DC's Classic Rock.
Big 100.
Streaming on iHeartRadio.
Chesapeake Employers Insurance, Maryland's largest and only nonprofit workers' comp insurance company, has huge news. We're decreasing our workers' comp rates again this year. That's right, decreasing for a total of 37% reduction over the past 9 years. On top of that, Chesapeake Employers is returning our biggest dividend ever, $50 million to qualified policyholders. To see how much you could save, talk with your local agent or visit CEIWC.com.
Lower rates and a dividend. Chesapeake Employers is for all Maryland businesses.
Commanders fans, while you're gearing up for the season, boost your financial play with the Now Plus credit card from Northwest Federal Credit Union. Whether you're buying tickets, a jersey, groceries for the game, or gas to get there, with 2 times points on everything all the time, you'll score big on every purchase. Join NWFC NWFCU and get the card that always delivers. Visit NWFCU.org today. Northwest Federal Credit Union, official credit union of the Washington Commanders.
Strong communities are built on good health. And at VHC Health, we're building on that idea with a new outpatient pavilion, a dedicated women's health center, and new primary and specialty care practices, all accessible from the palm of your hand. Becoming the region's preferred community health system brings big changes to VHC Health. But one thing that will never change is the unmatched quality of our care. For our community, for you, for life. VHCHealth.org.
Finch Turf is the exclusive supplier of John Deere golf and sports turf maintenance equipment for the Mid-Atlantic region and is proud to be the official field turf equipment partner of the Washington Commanders. In business since 1945, Finch helps golf course and sports turf managers maintain some of the most exclusive playing surfaces in the region. Experience the Finch advantage for yourself. Contact one of our golf and sports turf specialists to see how we can help you maintain your field of dreams. Go to finchturf.com for more information.
Struggling to find the perfect gift? Verizon makes gift giving easy with incredible holiday deals on the latest devices, gaming consoles, and accessories. There's something for everyone on your list. Don't wait. Visit your local Verizon store today and walk out with gifts that everyone in the family will love.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's big rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer.
The specialist does one thing and one thing alone, and they do it better than anyone else. At Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, we only sell one thing, Mercedes. Just Mercedes. Family owned and operated since 1937, we treat everyone like one of the family. That means taking the time to find the perfect Mercedes for you and ordering it right on the spot. Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, located inside the Beltway and always open at justmercedes.com.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
DC's classic rock. Commanders, Saints. This is the 50-Yard Line Show. Live atop the 50-yard line at the Caesars Superdome. A couple guys bringing the funk. London Fletcher. Logan Paulson. And the voice of the Commanders, Bram Weinstein.
Hey, and welcome into the broadcast booth here at Caesars Superdome. It's the New Orleans Saints at 5-8 against your 8-5 Washington Commanders. I'm Bram Weinstein, joined by one of the greatest linebackers in NFL history, London Fletcher. Former tight end Logan Paulson is on the sideline. None of us are hungover. We survived Bourbon Street last night. We're ready to go. Welcome into the 50-Yard Line Show. It's presented by Wiz.
Hey,
Wiz secures everything you build and run in the cloud.
Speak for yourself.
But you're game ready, right?
I'm game ready. Today. I'm hydrated and ready to rock.
We do have a big injury. We'll get to it in a bit. Tyler Biadasz is not going to play. The center for the Commanders woke up this morning with an illness. We saw him go through warm-ups. Team decided they were going to make him inactive today. So there's that. And then there's this one. The offense lost receiver Noah Brown, likely for the rest of the season due to an injury in the Tennessee game. All wide receivers, not named Terry McLaurin, have a combined 65 catches in 13 games. Brown had 35 of those. So we got to find out where's the offense going to find the production. And here's what offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury said when he was asked that question.
That's the kind of million-dollar question. You got to see where does that come from, that extra offense. Do we need to have different sets and run the ball more, or can we take more shots now? Is that something that's going to help us, get those yards back and maximize the guys who will be playing? And that's what we got to figure out over this next couple game stretch is where does that come from? But it's hard to replace two guys like that, the protection they had and just the type of teammates and the effort they played with. But Young was kind of see where it fits.
He was talking about Noah Brown and Austin Eckler, London. Where do they go for production?
Yeah, no, that's as Cliff said, the million-dollar question. I say this. Obviously, you want to run the ball a lot more, but somebody's going to get those targets. Maybe it's De'Ami Brown having a bigger role in his offense. He's taking advantage of his opportunity. They've done a lot of tunnel screens with him. Maybe they'll add to his route tree and put a little bit more on his plate. Luke McCaffrey, a guy who doesn't have a lot of targets, doesn't have a lot of catches, but there were times if you really look at the film, he was open, but he wasn't necessarily in the primary read or Jaden may not have gotten to him in the progression. A guy like Jamison Crowder coming back. He's a proven veteran receiver, guy that we know what he can do in the return game. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a big role in the offense in terms of catching passes as well.
Logan, what do you think? Where do they find production?
Yeah, I mean, I think the natural inclination is to say who is the new person that's going to fill Brown's role there. But I do think you look at what they did last week or 2 weeks ago against Tennessee, and you say they get Terry involved in third down, red zone situations a little bit more. Can they move around the formation a little bit more? That seems like where a percentage of the target should go. I think Zach Ertz, everyone forgets about him, has done a great job this year in larger target share roles. And then can you kind of maybe find categories like London was alluding to where those other players can kind of be impactful? De'Ami Brown, again, down, it's kind of been, like London said, tunnel screens, short, intermediate stuff. But he does have the ability to stretch the field. He has the explosive play versus Cleveland early on in the season. So can you kind of maybe find opportunities? Maybe Luke McCaffrey is kind of like he's going to run a lot of digs and a lot of comebacks, and De'Ami's going to take the top off the defense. So I think Terry, Zach are going to see a big increase in production, and then kind of who else flushes that out. I think that'll be kind of an interesting kind of thing to watch today in today's game.
Other side of the ball, obviously, it's the debut of Marshawn Lattimore, the former Saint that was acquired at the trade deadline, and he was one of the topics that was discussed when Logan caught up with head coach Dan Quinn.
All right, Coach, coming off the bye, you've talked a lot about how this is kind of base camp, right? We're kind of moving up. What's the expectation of the guys today versus New Orleans Saints?
Yeah, I love the preparation during the week, Logan. Right back to it. We were able to do some third down competition. We were able to do just full on, practice. To fully, get your skills right to go. And so heading into today, love the energy of the team, and we'll have to play true to our style, that fast and physical way that we love. So that's number one, top of the pile.
Awesome, and obviously Marshawn Lattimore is going to play today. What do you expect him to add today, and what's your expectation for him in general?
Well, number one, just allow him to play in his own way, and to not do anything different, And so just to get him, in his first game here, with the crew and going through it, the calls, the communication, the physicality, all of that. And so just it's awesome to get him back playing, because he's been out for a few weeks. So for him, not only coming back to New Orleans to play, but just, playing with his new team. Big deal.
Obviously, we can't wait to watch Marshawn play, but Alvin Kamara is on the other side of the football. You've had a lot of battles with him. Can you talk about what makes him such a special football player?
He has rare balance, and the real key, you have to wrap him, Logan, because he's not a player that you can just, hey, I'm going to knock the hell out of and think he'll go down. You've got to get the wrap. You've got to get the legs. So for the defenders today, owning your leverage is so critical, and not just a one-man tackle, the second, the third guy in to go finish those tackles. So that's a big deal for us. That and the play passes defensively, the guy we've got to be on point.
That's head coach Dan Quinn. London, real quick, what does Marshawn Lattimore bring to the defense?
Well, he brings another playmaker, guy that they can line up and not have to worry about rotating coverage with him. And also, I feel like he'll add to the run game because now you don't have to play as much two-shell defenses because you got a guy that you don't need to protect and cover.
Starting a lineup brought to you by your local Washington area Honda dealers for the Saints. No Derek Carr. So the second-year, fourth-round pick Jake Haener makes his first NFL start for Washington. As mentioned, Tyler Biadasz out with an illness. Andrew Wiley is back there at right tackle after missing a game with a concussion. Jamison Crowder back for the first time since week 3. He'll probably return punts. And there is the debut of Marshawn Lattimore. This has been the 50-yard line show. It's presented by Wiz. Wiz secures everything you build and run in the cloud. We're minutes away from the Commanders and the Saints. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Whether you're ordering wings for the game, whipping up a 7-layer dip, or ordering pizza, there's something about football that makes you want to eat. And this football season, Uber Eats has the best deals on game day food. No matter what you're craving, from 2-for-1 pizza to buy one, get one wings, Uber Eats will be dropping new deals each week, all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hey, it's LeVar Arrington here, and when it comes to performance on and off the field, good sleep is your best friend. So we at Mattress Warehouse are going to help you get there. Here's the game plan. Go to any Mattress Warehouse store and take their bid match test. You can then enter to win tickets to a Commanders home game with round-trip transportation provided by Reston Limousine and swag bags from Big 100. Winners will also be registered for a grand prize VIP flyaway trip for 2 to attend the iHeartRadio Music Awards in L.A. Visit MattressWarehouse.com for a location near you.
Football season
season is here, and it's time to get ready. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Commanders game, even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over. Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Commanders.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of explosion, a lot of energy and attitude.
It's a whole different vibe. With these open earbuds, it's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears,
you feel good enough to go out there and play.
You turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
Hey, Commanders fans. Looking for the perfect fall getaway that's just a quick drive from D.C.? Williamsburg, Virginia is your next great escape. Williamsburg, Jamestown, and Yorktown offer the perfect blend of historic sites, outdoor adventure, and entertainment for your fall vacation. Immerse yourself in America's rich heritage with one-of-a-kind living history museums, abundant recreational opportunities, including great golf, farm-to-table freshness, craft breweries, distilleries, wineries, and don't forget the roller coasters at Busch Gardens. Your fall adventure starts in Williamsburg.
Hey, Commanders fans, tackle the NFL action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Gotta be 18, present in D.C. First online, real money wager only. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued, non-withdrawable bonus bet expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the
WBIG-FM Washington. This is your flagship station for the Washington Commanders. Big 100, DC's classic rock, and iHeart radio station.
Washington Commanders football. Fresh off a bye and a dominating win.
Now the snap, handoff Robinson. His first up, big hole right up the middle. 35-30, 25-20. They won't catch him. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! What an opening drive!
Here comes Washington marching down Bourbon Street.
Daniels keeps looking for room to run. Gets away from one and another. Guys on the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! Jaden Daniels with the magic act inside the 5.
Oh my goodness, a little weave. Dipping and dodging like rush hour traffic at 5 o'clock. Jaden Daniels with a touchdown.
4 to play, but it starts today.
Play action. Daniels looking, surveying, throws a long pass into the end zone. Wide open! Terry McLaurin! Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! 3 drives, 3 scores in the first! A quick throw to Terry McLaurin! Caught it! Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! His second and a half!
Deb, Texas, and Terry McLaurin winning on his slap. Book it!
Time to get buck wild in the Big Easy.
Sanders to the left of Dalton. Free rusher coming off the edge. Throws it over. Picked off! Picked off by Dante Fowler. Fowler's running down the sideline. What man to beat? He's on his way. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! Unbelievable!
Unbelievable indeed!
Washington, New Orleans.
That's a good team win, man. That's a great team win. Hey, we put the standard out there today, bro. Ain't no excuse why we don't come out every single week like that. From practice, the energy, the practice, the preparation, all of it, man. That's what it takes to do what we do. Defense, offense, special team. It starts in this room. Look everybody in the eyes, man. It's gonna go through us. Every time.
This is Washington Commanders Game Day. Washington Commanders football is presented by Steam Fitters UA Local 602, providing workers an opportunity for a better life. By Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. By Victory Van Moving and Storage, delivering excellent services for 75 years and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. By Craft House Reston, great craft beer, craft spirits, and fare. By GEHA and by Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, family owned and operated since 1937. Live atop the 50-yard line at the Caesars Superdome. A couple guys bringing the funk. London Fletcher, Logan Paulson, and the voice of the Commanders, Bram Weinstein.
So you can't hear.
Would you like to kick? We're good where we are, man. New Orleans will receive on this end. Good luck, gentlemen.
So Washington did win the toss today. That was Sean Hockley, our referee. They deferred. So they've been winning the coin toss almost every single week. Saints are going to get the ball first. The coin toss is brought to you by Attorney Big Al and the law offices of Richard Klein. If you're injured in a car accident, call Attorney Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123. Get the compensation you deserve. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Game time temps, field conditions presented by Greenberg and Betterment. Contact us. Feel better. It's beautiful outside New Orleans, but we're inside here at the Caesars Superdome, one of the great venues. Loud. It is loud in here. They got the acoustics right in the Superdome, and we're getting set for the opening kickoff, which is brought to you by Vernon, the heating and cooling specialist. Demand the best. Call Vernon today. Who dat? This crew is who dat today.
Who dat? Man, this is one of the great organizations, great stadiums in the National Football League. Tremendous environment, tough place to play. But back in 2012, a rookie quarterback brought a Washington team down here, and on the opening day of the game of the season, came into the dome and beat the Saints.
Our old friend Chase Young was a captain for New Orleans. He had a very nice season. He's been very disruptive this year. We'll get to him when they get to the other side of the ball. It is Jake Hayner's first career start. So, London for Joe Witt and company. How do you disrupt him today?
Yeah, when you look at Jake Hayner, the great thing is Joe Witt Jr. and the defensive staff, they've had a full week to prepare for him. It's not a situation where he's coming in off the bench. You look at his college tape, you look at what he's done in the National Football League, you understand the strengths and weaknesses that he has, and you try to take those things away. First and foremost, make him play quarterback from a tight pocket. Keep him in that pocket and see can he make tight winning throws, because he's not the tallest guy.
Let's have a party in New Orleans. Here we go. New kicker again. Greg Joseph. Zane Gonzalez injured his foot. He's out. Deep for New Orleans. To our left, Kendre Miller, Jamal Williams, and the ball is on its way here at Caesars Superdome. We're off. It's the Commanders and the Saints. Bye week is over. Here's Miller with the return, crosses the 25, gets through a couple of tackles, crosses the 30, out to the 32-yard line, and that's where the Saints are going to start on the opening drive.
Yeah, and then we'll get a start right away to see what type of defensive game plan that we came up with to go against the Saints and led by Jake Hayner. I know one thing, you're going to have to find Alvin Kamara, Wells Waldo type of situation, because they're going to line him up in a multitude of positions.
Late on Friday, Deron Payne was added to the injury list with a back injury. Here he is out here starting today. That was a worry here coming on. Late entry onto the field. It's Percy Butler at the safety position. At the 34, the Saints moving right to left. They're wearing black on black today. Washington in the white and burgundy pants. They'll start on the ground to their stud, Alvin Kamara, right up the middle. Bobby Wagner there to make the first tackle of the game after a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, not much mystery there. You can expect the Saints to probably get Alvin Kamara 22 to 25 touches in this game, as a runner and also as a receiver. And it won't just be receiving out of the backfield. They'll line him up outside. They'll line him up in the slot. They'll line him up in different places, run screens and different things to try to get him the football, because he is their best offensive player.
Ball's at the right hash mark at the 37-yard line. We're on the opening drive. It's 2nd and 7 for New Orleans. Kamara behind Hayner. Here's the snap. They're going to do a little end-around play. Trying it to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Washington all over it on the edge. He's able to get out to the 40 for a gain of 3. Michael Walker, the linebacker, pushes him out of bounds just to gain of 3. So New Orleans tries to get tricky here on the opening drive.
Yeah, they try to get tricky, but Jeremy Chin did an outstanding job of forcing the ball back inside, not allowing the Saints return man or runner to get outside of him. That's a nice job by Jeremy Chin. He didn't make the tackle, but he forced that ball back to Michael Walker.
First third down of the game is a 3rd and 3 just outside their own 40-yard line. Hayner's in the gun. Miller goes in motion, empty backfield for the Saints. 3 wide receivers to the right. Washington breaks 4. Hayner steps up his first throw of the game, in trouble, runs away from Johnny Newton. Now being chased, throws it to the far sideline. That is a wide open Cedric Wilson who catches the ball, goes into Washington territory, but there is a flag in the offensive backfield, and I think it's a hold against the Saints.
Yeah, I think you're going to be correct on that one.
Holding. Offense number 62. The 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
So that's Lucas Patrick. Hey, Logan, what's the scouting report on Jake Hayner? We don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Hayner, Fletch and I were talking about this earlier. He's a guy that's got pretty quick feet, nice tight release, and I think he's aggressive. He's more aggressive than a lot of quarterbacks that I've been exposed to and I've watched. He's not afraid to throw the ball into tight windows, and he's got a little moxie to him. So he's not someone you can sleep on. I think that played right there, even though it was called back, kind of illustrates the type of player he can be.
Last start, December 17th, 2022, the L.A. Bowl for Fresno State. Here's his first NFL start. He's got a 3rd and 13 at the 31 by virtue of the holding penalty. Here's the snap. Washington brings 4. Under pressure. Tries to get away from Gerard Payne. Can't. Falls down back at the 20-yard line. First sack of the game for Washington, and it'll be a 3 and out.
Yeah, and I like the coverage that we went to. Played a little bit of zone coverage. Forced Jake Hader to hold on to the football. Nice rush. Keeping him in the pocket. Not allowing him to anywhere to go, and eventually the rush was able to get there. I don't know who they're going to credit with that sack, but it was just a nice, disciplined rush by our defensive front.
Payne was there. Dante Fowler got maybe the first hand on him. He got robbed of a sack a couple of weeks ago where they called it a run play. Should have been 9.5. If they give him credit here, we'll see what they do. That would be 9.5 for Fowler, so creeping up towards a double-digit sack season for Fowler.
Those things tend to work themselves out.
So all the way back to the 20 it goes, and the first punt of the game is almost en route. Matthew Hayball standing at his own 5-yard line. Deep for Washington. Welcome back Jamison Crowder. First game since week 3, dealing with a calf injury and on IR. Makes the catch at the 35-yard line. Turns to the 40. Tries to skip from a defender. Gets out to the 43-yard line. So good field position here for Washington on their opening offensive drive with 12:07 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, excellent field position. And you mentioned Jamison Crowder being back there. We know what he brings to the return game, especially as a punt returner. One thing about him, really sure-handed guy, someone you can count on to catch those punts. But he'll have a role, I feel like, also in the offense.
Logan Paulson, sideline reports are presented by American Military University. Savings for the whole family. We'll get his thoughts on the offense in a moment as Washington takes over here 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line, scoreless here after forcing the Saints to punt on the opening drive. Michael Dieter is the starting center today due to an illness to Tyler Biadasz. They're going to start with a play-action design rollout for James Daniels. Stops on a dime, turns back, cuts back to the middle of the field, looking for someone to throw the ball to, being chased by Carl Granderson and run out of bounds at the 45. It was really good defense by the Saints because Daniels looked like he was going to escape twice and could not.
Yeah, really good defense by the Saints, as you mentioned. With the bootleg, and I thought he might have tried to he was going to try to take a shot to Terry down the field, but I felt like maybe Jay felt like the pressure was to him and he wasn't able to get set and take that shot, because Terry did have a step on the defender.
A lot of running for a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 at the 45, 11:35 to go here first quarter. Scoreless, Commanders and Saints. In motion, Terry McLaurin. B-Rob's the back. 3 wide receivers to the right. De'Ami Brown, whose role might increase here with the injury to Noah Brown. They throw it out to Terry for his first catch. About a yard short of the sticks into Saints territory. The 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1.
One thing I've noticed just in these first 2 plays is the offense has moved Terry around a couple times. First play, he was lined up to the right. That time, they sent him in motion, left to right, and got him the football. Expect a lot of Terry in this ball game.
Tempo, and up to the line they go. 3rd and 1. Here's the snap. Handoff, first run for B-Rob. Right up the middle, leaning ahead, gets to the 46, and that's past the sticks. It'll be a first down for Washington. Logan, what do you think about Terry here? How do they move him around to try to replicate all the production that was coming from Noah Brown?
Yeah, I think Fletch kind of hit the nail on the head there. You kind of see their definite offensive philosophy. I love that little kind of short motion there, or cross formation motion there to get him on the Omaha, the little 5-yard out to the field. It's a great job. Little stuff like that is things that I think they're going to utilize more and more as the game goes on.
Ball's at the Saints 46-yard line. This is Washington's first offensive drive with 10:30 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless game, 1st and 10 after a 3rd and 1 conversion. Pistol look for Daniels. B-Rob the back. Handoff here. Cuts out to the right. Looks for space. Hand fighting with Alontae Taylor, and he's able to push his way and bully his way inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. It is tough to tackle B-Rob on a gain of 8.
You caught that hand fight. You're being kind of Alontae Taylor. He got stiff-armed and mugged in the face like a little kid. This is what you get when you're dealing with the B-Rob. He's just so strong. He was mushing him, and he's able to turn what would have been a 1-yard gain into about an 8-yard pickup, or 9, I should say.
They called it 7. So 2nd and 3, the 37-yard line. Pistol look again. B-Rob the back. Ben Sinnott goes in motion. To the left, De'Ami Brown inside the numbers. Terry's outside the numbers to the right. Jaden is running out of time. Play clock down to 2. Gets the snap. Handoff B-Rob. Cuts out to the left. Has some space at the 35. Gets by 1 tackler and falls ahead. Is tackled by 2 Saints. The 32-yard line. Nice run again by B-Rob. First down Washington on a gain of 5.
Man, this is an outstanding run by B-Rob. This is that counter trade. It looks like the Saints going to have him bottled up, but he's able to use his speed. One thing that I kind of think gets overlooked is B-Rob's speed.
1st and 10. Snap was a little bit off. Caught A little awkward for Daniels. I think the play got blown up because of it, and out of bounds goes Daniels to try to salvage something. Kind of just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. What are you seeing down there, Logan?
Yeah, a couple times here they've had a little bit of issue with the snap count just in terms of communication. Usually it's indicate to the guard taps the center, he snaps. Past couple of times there seems to be a little bit of a mechanical issue. Hopefully they get that cleaned up.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch the exchange here. This is Michael Dieter's first start here. Last minute replacement for Tyler Biotish. Woke up with an illness today. 2nd down and 9 at the 31-yard line in motion. Zacchaeus. Daniels keeps, cuts back, gets Granderson in the air to jump, now rolling to his right, lobs one down the near sideline. That is over the head of his intended receiver. That was Jeremy McNichols. It's incomplete. There is a flag down. Looks like it might be against the Saints.
I think it might be against us. Actually, it might be a legal man downfield potentially.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 74. This penalty's declined. It's 3rd down.
Logan, to your point, I think the timing here is a little bit off right now early.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're working with cadence, it's so important to have that chemistry, and it's something simple, like just waiting for the guard to indicate, and if it's a different cadence, how do we get that communicated? And again, like, they haven't been super clean on it all year, but you can really see it on these first couple of plays, especially as we get down into the end of the bowl where it's a little bit louder.
So they declined the penalty. 3rd and 9. Quick snap. Daniels throws an out. Jamison Crowder, first catch in weeks. It's short of the sticks, though, down to the 27-yard line. And so Greg Joseph is going to get his first kick attempt as the Commanders kicker here from about 44, 45 yards.
Yeah, this is, you mentioned all the different kickers and bringing Greg Joseph in. He's a veteran guy. Only thing you want to do, make sure the snap and hold is good, and just let the veteran Greg Joseph do his thing and hopefully convert this field goal opportunity.
Kicked in 6 games for the Giants this year, 13 of 16 of field goals, 4 of 7, 40 to 49. It falls in that range here from 45 in the left hash mark. Tressway gets the snap down, kick is on its way, and Greg Joseph is 1 for 1.
Penalty flag, though.
Well, now, if this is against the Saints, that'd be a first down. Let's see what the call is here. There's Sean Hockley.
The offense come back on the field.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness to the snapper, number 98 defense.
Yeah.
The penalty's half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
So they've taken some liberties here of the Saints. They blocked a couple of field goals the last few weeks. Kickers are just 2 for 8. You'd expect good special teams play when the special teams coordinator becomes the head coach, Darren Rizzi. But they went after the snapper there, and they got caught. It's going to give Washington a first down.
And that's a critical mistake by the Saints, Peyton Turner. And that's one thing, like the officials, they're constantly looking at that center to make sure you're not, first and foremost, lined up over him or you don't hit him once the ball is snapped. So they protect those snappers.
So with the penalty, Washington gets a new set of downs. They take the points off the board. Ball's at the now Saints 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for Washington by virtue of the personal foul penalty. 7:54 to go here, first quarter. Daniels and company walk back out onto the field. Referees are trying to get settled here, I think, where the ball is supposed to be. That was a personal foul. I'm not sure the ball should be at the 17. It was at the 27, right? It should really be at the 12.
Exactly. It was 15 yards, half the distance, as you mentioned.
Yeah, they're moving it up now.
They need a little help with their math.
Maybe they're hungover from Bourbon Street. Let's see.
You never know.
Yeah. Ball's down marked at just outside the 13-yard line, so that's where Washington will take over here, 1st and 10. The correct yardage. The pass to Crowder ended around the 27. They move it to around the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for Washington in the red zone. Opportunity here for Daniels and company. In a decent game today, Daniels can pass 3,000 yards passing for the season. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Daniels keeps, gets a block from John Bates, gets to the side, 5, heading towards the sideline, out of bounds, about a yard short of the sticks. They had a lot of motion and movement there. They faked an end around, faked a handoff to Robinson. Daniels kept and gained 8.
Yeah, and all that different misdirection, all those things, they mess with the eyes of the secondary defenders, whether it's the linebackers or the safeties. And then all you need is just a half a second, and you allow a guy with Jaden's speed to get out, and also allow his blockers to get angles on the defenders of the Saints.
Daniels is walking over to the left side. It is loud in here to get directions to De'Ami Brown, Luke McCaffrey, and Terry McLaurin, who now goes in motion. Pistol look, Daniels 2nd and 2. Daniels turns around to give some instruction to B-Rob. Here's the handoff at the 5. Got a block from McLaurin, puts his head down and reaches about the 3, and I believe that's enough to give Washington a 1st and goal.
It is. Just tough physical running by B-Rob and also by the offensive line. You mentioned Michael Dieter taking over for Tyler Biadasz. We're going to see Tyler Biadasz has been outstanding as a run blocker. Can Michael Dieter fill that void of no Biadasz?
Let's see if they can cash in here. 6:45 to go first quarter. Washington's on the doorstep. 1st and goal at the Saints 3. Moving left to right. Pistol look, Daniels. B-Rob behind them. Terry's out to the left. In motion, De'Ami Brown. Here's the snap. He rolls out right. Throws to Olamide Zaccheaus. Over the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! An opening drive score for the Commanders.
Love the play call. Love the play.
Now we got a flag down. Logan, I think you're on it. This one might be coming off the board. So the Saints were saved, had 3 points taken off the board because of a penalty to give Washington this opportunity. Here's Sean Hockley.
Illegal shift, offense number 14. The 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
That was going to be Olamide Zaccheaus' first touchdown as a Commander taken off the board.
And it was the correct call. He moved slightly before the ball was snapped. And that goes back, Logan, to what you were talking about, just the timing of things being a little bit off with the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I was kind of hoping they let that one slide, Fletch, because it was so slight, but the linesman saw it.
Yeah, you can't have 2 people moving at the same time. Well, that's what happened on that play.
So backs it up just inside the Saints' 8-yard line. They're going to call it 1st and goal at the 7 here. 6:33 to go first quarter. Washington has a touchdown taken off the board. They willingly made field goal off the board thanks to a personal foul to keep this opening offensive drive alive. Chris Rodriguez and Brian Robinson out to block for Daniels, who cuts back against the grain, kept his feet and balanced when he got hit at the 5. It goes down near the 2, and now the ball is suddenly out. The whistle wasn't blown. It's still going. Washington has control of it. There may have been 2 fumbles on that play. The whistle kept going as Daniels made a move to the 2. Sean Hockley's going to have to clean this up.
Right, yeah. We're trying to determine whether Jaden was down or was he on top of bodies. That's why the referee did not rule that ball down. It looks like as Jaden comes down, he's on top of bodies.
He's on top of Andrew Wiley. He's got the ball in his hands.
Fumble by the offense, recovered by the offense at the 7-yard line. It's 2nd down.
But he was not down. He was on bodies, and that was the correct call. Actually, Jaden tries to reach the ball out and cross the goal line. I'm sure he was thinking he was down, but
it was bizarre. So he avoided a tackle, landed on top of Andrew Wiley, tried to reach the ball out towards the goal line. It got slapped out of his hands because he never hit the turf. It was a live ball, and it was recovered by Washington. So we're going to have 2nd and goal at the 7.
To recover that ball, too. There were 3 or 4 Saints defenders around it.
Empty backfield at the 7 for Daniels. Here's the snap. Little pressure up the middle. He rolls out to the right. There's another flag down. Here at the 10 and at the 5, he goes out of bounds, and I think there's going to be a hold against Washington.
Yeah.
It's a messy offensive drive here.
Sloppy offense right now.
Holding, offense number 76. 10-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
Logan, what'd you see on that one?
Yeah, I mean, they were running like a mesh concept here out of empty, and Terry came wide open.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of pressure up the A gap there, and Jaden had to vacate the pocket. But these are the things, right? When you've got new people in on the offensive line, the communication's not all the way there. Definitely kind of a sloppy drive for the offense.
Yeah, the Saints, they ran a ET stunt or TE stunt where they looped the defensive end into that A gap, and as you mentioned, unblocked.
So ball moves back to the 17-yard line. It's 2nd and goal from there. 3 wide receivers to the left. Saints bring 4. Daniels pumps. Being chased to the left. Stops. Cuts back. Dropped the ball. Picks it up. Throws it towards the end zone. In between defenders. Was that caught? It was! Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! Unbelievable catch by McLaurin in between defenders!
Oh, my goodness. This is a Houdini act. Great escape by Terry to get open, and Jaden Daniels, man, he does a terrific job of just buying time. But what I love, keeps his eyes down the field and throws a dart to Terry McLaurin for the touchdown.
B-Rob was right there. It was a scramble play. There were two Saints. Terry goes up for it in between three bodies and comes down with it. What a catch. What a play by Daniels. He dropped the ball at the 25-yard line. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. What an end to the opening drive. That is good. All Commanders extra points are brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Washington takes an early lead here in New Orleans. 7-0, 5:28 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
Your flagship station for the Washington Commanders.
Big 100.
DC's classic rock.
The insurance company should never give you the runaround or less than what you deserve.
I don't have time to play games with the insurance company.
Tell them you mean business.
I called Marks and Harrison.
They know how to deal with the big cases.
Call Marks and Harrison right now. The insurance companies know the name Marks and Harrison.
They got me way more than what the insurance company offered.
I got over $250,000.
That's why I called Marks and Harrison.
The insurance company didn't stand a chance.
Call Marks and Harrison right now.
When cancer touches your life, you need more than just treatment. At the Holy Cross Health Cancer Center, our team of gentle giants is committed to every stage of the healing process. Conveniently located across from the Wheaton Metro, the Cancer Center is led by prominent oncologist Dr. Mark Steves, whose team is working to build a cancer center that uses cutting-edge technology to better detect certain cancers. Find the right care right away. Visit holycrosshealth.org today to make your appointment. That's holycrosshealth.org. Holy Cross Health Cancer Center, across from the Wheaton Metro.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Struggling to find the perfect gift? Verizon makes gift giving easy. With incredible holiday deals on the latest devices, gaming consoles, and accessories, there's something for everyone on your list. Don't wait. Visit your local Verizon store today and walk out with gifts that everyone in the family will love.
Attention DMV area contractors. Isn't it time to simplify your electrical needs? If you're looking for well-trained and reliable craftsmen and help navigating regulations, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 26 will deliver. As you know, electrical contracting is difficult. You want the project done right, safely, and on time. Partner with IBEW Local 26 today. Visit IBEWLocal26.org to get started.
This is head coach Dan Quinn, and this is your home for Washington Commanders football. Big 100.
Washington Commanders football.
First score of the game presented by La Chemin du Roi Champagne and Branson Cognac, the official champagne and cognac of the Washington Commanders. King Street Oyster Bar donating $400 for all Commanders. Touchdown scored this season benefiting Make-A-Wish Foundation, Mid-Atlantic. Thank you, King Street Oyster Bar. What a weird first drive for Washington on offense. They had a touchdown taken off the board. They took a made field goal off the board. They scored on an Olamide Zacchaeus score. That got pulled off. Jaden Daniels fumbled at the 2-yard line. They picked it up. A holding penalty moved him back to the 17. And then this touchdown, it's all going to be on the highlight reels tonight. Daniels to McLaurin to give a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter.
We might have to nickname that play the Great Escape, man, by Jaden McDaniels. That was a tremendous play by him. Tremendous throw and great catch by Terry.
So Greg Joseph, who made his first couple of kicks here, one didn't really count, kicks off, fielded by Kendre Miller at the 2-yard line, 15-20 to the 25, runs into a wall of Commanders before he gets to the 30. That's where the Saints will take over on their second offensive drive. They went 3 and out for Terry McLaurin, by the way. He just passed his career high in touchdowns in a single season. That's number 10 this year for him. He was the first receiver to get to 9 since Santana Moss did it in 2005. And 12 in a season is the franchise record. So just 2 away from that for Terry this year.
Yeah, Terry coming into this game, he was tied for second in the National Football League with 9 TD receptions. Well, we don't know what the other guys have done, but right now he's all alone in second.
So here's Jake Haener and company. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line, 5:21 to go first quarter, 7-0 Washington. Pistol look. It's Miller behind him. He gets the handoff, and off the edge, Jeremy Chin charges into the backfield and gets him for a loss of 1.
Yeah, just Jeremy Chin. He played in this NFC South when he was with the Carolina Panthers for 4 years, so he knows what it's all about playing here. I love it when they have him near the line of scrimmage, bringing him off the edge and blitzing him. That's where I feel like he's at his best.
Second down and 11, the 27-yard line. We're under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Washington. Jaden Daniels to Terry McLaurin, a 17-yard touchdown pass on Washington's first offensive possession. Here's the snap to Haener. He's going to throw. Washington brings 5. Throws over the middle. Connects. Alvin Kamara splits defenders. Gets by an arm tackle of Quan Martin and is pulled down from behind by Michael Walker and Mike Sandersville into Washington territory down at the 44-yard line. That is a gain of 29.
And it's just a creative way to get the ball to Alvin Kamara, their best player. Line him up in the backfield, motion him out, and run an angle route and get him finding the soft spot of that zone. And as you can tell, once he gets the ball out in space, he's difficult to tackle.
Yeah, that's their base defense right there, Fletch. So Michael Walker's on that matchup. That's a matchup the Saints are probably hunting for.
So Saints into Washington territory for the first time. 1st and 10 at the Washington 44. Snap to Haener, play action. Pressure off the edge, and he is sacked for the second time. He falls into the arms of Dorrance Armstrong back at the 47-yard line.
We're going to need a lot of this, getting pressure on the quarterback. Dorrance Armstrong, he started the season off hot, with a couple sacks, and it's great to see him being able to get pressure on the quarterback.
Asked about the defensive line play, Joe Witt Jr. earlier this week called Dorrance Armstrong his most consistent player up front through the season. And to your point, he suffered a rib injury. I think there was a dip there. He looks healthy again, and you're seeing his impact again.
Yeah, and the bye week probably didn't come at a better time for a lot of these Commanders defenders or players in general, I should say.
Loss of 9, so it's 2nd and 19 back at the Saints 47-yard line. Saints were discombobulated on offense, so they used their first
timeout, New Orleans.
First team timeout. And with 3:17 to go in the first quarter, that'll bring us to a break. 7-0 Washington. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Effective enterprise cybersecurity requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
Empower and protect your organization and its partners to move your mission forward with Fognigma. Use automation and cloud-based architecture to facilitate collaboration between organizations in the U.S. and abroad without requiring infrastructure overhaul. Rapidly deploy traceless, regenerating cloud-based networks for anonymous open-source research, discrete communications, data transportation, remote access, mission partner environments, and more. Integrate, automate, collaborate, and dominate cyber operations with Fognigma. Go to Fognigma.com to get started. FOGNIGMA.com. Fognigma.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Ask your pharmacist or doctor about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Commanders Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company, and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Don't punt on getting your COVID vaccination this season. Learn more at ChooseNovavax.com.
What's poppin'? Justin Jefferson here.
Football is a lot of explosion, a lot of energy and attitude.
It's a whole different vibe. With these open earbuds, it's like you're in the moment, but also you can hear everything around you. You can be involved.
To have good sound and to be so light on your ear means a lot to me. Putting that music into my ears,
you feel good enough to go out there and play.
You turn on that switch, no one can stop you.
For more, check out Bose.com.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Today's game is brought to you by Fortinet Federal, trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. 3:17 to go. First quarter at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. 7-0 Washington. Saints have the ball. 2nd and 19 at their own 47. 11th time in last 13 games. Washington's got multiple sacks already here in the first quarter. Dorrance Armstrong. I didn't see who they credited the first one to. Deron Payne or Dante Fowler. I'll look it up.
It's funny because I was just trying to look that up. I'll let you know. I'll get it back to you.
Jake Haener. The 2nd and 19 at the 47. Saints just used their first of their 3 timeouts. Alvin Kamara stands to his right. 2 wide receivers to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff Kamara. He fools nobody. Bobby Wagner steps up into the hole, joined by Johnny Newton. They stand him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this is perfect play call by Joe Witt Jr. You got Bobby Wagner blitzing through the A-gap as the Saints trying to run that draw play, and there was nowhere for Kamara to go against one of the best tacklers in NFL history, Bobby Wagner.
We heard a little bit about that over the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Your name kept popping up, too.
No, I told him he keeps me relevant.
Deron Payne got credited for the first sack. That's his 4th of the season. That was a loss of 3 for Kamara. So it's 3rd and 22 for the Saints at their own 44-yard line. Jamal Williams joins Hayner in the backfield. Washington Briggs 4. Hayner stepping up. Now goes into the pocket. Chase from behind. Has to throw it. Won't. Gets to the 50 and just runs out of bounds to avoid a hit by Noah Igbenogany at the Washington 49. Well short of the yardage needed to get to the first down marker. And here comes the Saints punting unit for the second time.
Yeah, that's the great part. You get them in 3rd and long situation. Then you can sit back, play zone coverage. That time was covered 3. Eyes on the quarterback. Love the vision and the discipline by the defensive backs. Not stepping up and trying to vacate their responsibility and allowing the pass to go over their head.
So with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, Matthew Hayball on to punt for the second time, the rookie punter for New Orleans. Jamison Crowder once again deep for Washington, standing at his own 8-yard line. Here's the snap. Hayball gets under that one. High end over end. Crowder calls for a fair catch and makes it at around the 7 or 8 yard line. That's where Jaden Daniels and company will take over for the second time with a 7-0 lead. 1:47 to go here. First quarter in New Orleans. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
100.3 FM or the free iHeartRadio app.
Finch Turf is the exclusive supplier of John Deere golf and sports turf maintenance equipment for the Mid-Atlantic region and is proud to be the official field turf equipment partner of the Washington Commanders. In business since 1945, Finch helps golf course and sports turf managers maintain some of the most exclusive playing surfaces in the region. Experience the Finch advantage for yourself. Contact one of our golf and sports turf specialists to see how we can help you maintain your field of dreams. Go to finchturf.com for more information.
Ready to reach your fitness goals at the most iconic gym in the world? Gold's Gym has over 20 locations in the DMV, including cutting-edge equipment and a community that's as driven as you are. Gold's Gym has everything you need to achieve your fitness and wellness goals. Join today with no enrollment and get VIP guest privileges as part of your membership. Start your journey today with a friend and an iconic brand that's been building strength for over 50 years. Join now at your local Gold's Gym or visit goldsgymdcmetro.com. Elevate your fitness.
Commanders fans, while you're gearing up for the season, boost your financial play with the Now Plus credit card from Northwest Federal Credit Union. Whether you're buying tickets, a jersey, groceries for the game, or gas to get there, with 2 times points on everything, all the time, you'll score big on every purchase. Join NWFCU and get the card that always delivers. Visit nwfcu.org today. Northwest Federal Credit Union, official credit union of the Washington Commanders.
Hey, you have got to try Davio's in Reston Station. What a beautiful place with 17-foot ceilings and glass walls and a menu that is unlike anything in the area. Prime steaks, Northern Italian specialties featuring house-made pasta, the best scallops and seafood George's Bank has to offer, and an extensive wine list. All brought to you by our professional, friendly staff. Davio's Northern Italian Steakhouse at Metro Plaza. Elegance under glass awaits.
Shouldn't you expect more from your bank? Main Street Bank is ready to exceed your business needs. Main Street Bank. Put our bank in your office today.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
DC's classic rock.
Second offensive drive. They scored on a 17-yard touchdown pass. Jaden Daniels to Terry McLaurin. Saints have punted twice. Jaden Daniels and company are going to come out here with 2 running backs to start this set. Jeremy McNichols and Brian Robinson, who are stacked to the left of Daniels until Robinson moves to the right, takes a handoff here right up the middle, drags the defender out to the 10-yard line for a gain of 2.
Yeah, when you're backed up in a situation like that, first thing you're trying to do from an offensive standpoint is get that first down and give yourself a little bit of room just in case you're forced to punt the football. You want to get off the shadow of your own end zone.
Dan Quinn had said we'd see more 2 tight end sets. We got him here to the outside. The numbers, Ben Sinnott, Zach Ertz. It's 3 wide receivers to the left, all inside the numbers on a 2nd and 8 at the 10. B-Rob's the back in the pistol. In motion, the rookie Sinnott. Here's the snap to Daniels. He's looking to throw. Pomps throws over the middle, sidearm to Zach Ertz, who makes the catch at the 15-yard line. Down he goes there. It'll set up a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, that was a situation where I thought Jaden could have went to Terry right away. He was open in the flat. If Jaden goes to Terry in that flat, and I see what he was saying. Actually, he had to manipulate the flat defender. So that was actually a really good job by Jaden to manipulate the coverage, the zone coverage by the Saints defense. Big third down right here.
40 seconds to go opening quarter. 3rd and 3 for Washington. At their own 15-yard line, they lead the Saints 7-0. McLaurin goes in motion right to left. B-Rob a step ahead and to the left of Jane Daniels. Here's the snap they're going to throw. B-Rob, good blitz pickup, throws over to Terry. Nice catch and rolling out of bounds at the 21-yard line. That is a gain of 6. Great throw, great catch, first down Washington.
Yeah, Logan, you touched on it early, like, hey, where's the production going to come in terms of replacing Noah Brown? And as we can see in our first 2 possessions, it's going to be a lot of Terry McLaurin.
There's only 7 seconds on the game clock. The referees are holding up Washington from snapping the ball because of a substitution, and therefore Washington doesn't have enough time to get off another play.
This is the end of the first quarter.
With Washington leading 7-0, this is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
I was hurt in the accident. Who got you paid? Big Al got you paid. Big Al backed up the money truck and got me paid. Attorney Big Al. 1-800-HURT-1-2-3.
Attorney Big Al's a law firm of Richard Klein.
Accelerate your zero-trust journey with Wiz for Government, a comprehensive cloud security platform trusted by over 40% of the Fortune 100 companies that empowers the government to secure everything they build and run in the cloud. Wiz is a unified cloud security solution that provides full visibility, effective risk reduction, automated compliance assessment, and AI security capabilities in the cloud, so public sector agencies can innovate in the cloud while staying secure. Learn more at wiz.io/gov. That's wiz.io/gov.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
At Johnson, Kendall & Johnson, we've been serving our valued clients with excellence for over 65 years. From property and casualty insurance to employee benefits, we've got you covered. To learn more, visit jkj.com. JKJ, our passion is your protection.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. This is Washington Commanders football.
First quarter stats presented by One Life Fitness. Get your free pass today at onelifefitness.com. Washington's outgained New Orleans 69-19, 40 on the ground, 40 passing, 29 on the ground. They've got 2 sacks on defense as well. 6 first downs to New Orleans, 1. Jane Daniels, strong first quarter and an amazing touchdown pass. 5 of 6, 40 yards. The touchdown throw to Terry McLaurin, who's got 3 catches for 29 yards and a touchdown. And Dan Quinn had told us, Logan, before the game, they're going to move him around a lot because they got to find this passing production, and it's all going to go through Terry.
I know Logan having some technical difficulties down there, but yeah, they have done a great job, and they, true to form, they have moved Terry around multiple times. And what I really like what they're doing, they're putting him in motion and hitting him on the move. It's tough for defenders to press cover when he's in motion.
Second quarter starts at the Washington 21. Commanders have the ball, and they lead 7-0. 1st and 10 after the conversion on the last play of the quarter. Little end around De'Ami Brown. Nice little pitch to him to the 25-30. Got the edge. Gets by Alante Taylor. Pulled down by Kool-Aid McKinstry out at around the 36-yard line. 15-yard end around for De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, creativity. There you go. You again, all this misdirection, messing with the eyes of the secondary, the linebackers, and you're just a little shovel pass or a little pitch pass. That's going to go for as a reception because it was a forward pass.
Gain of 16 to the 37. First attempt. So much time for Daniels off the steps up. Now he's hit from behind, and that is our old friend Chase Young getting a sack back at the 33-yard line. I want to hand it to Chase Young. He's having a very nice first season with New Orleans. He's top 5 in quarterback pressures. It's only his 4th sack of the season, but he's really had an impact for them.
Chase is playing really good football. I actually ran into his father on the sideline before the game, and he said, man, I'm not so concerned about the sacks. It's really about Chase having an impact on the game. But Jaden, he missed a wide open Jamison Crowder on that play. He just held on to the football too long.
Had a lot of time there. Yeah. It was really a coverage sack. Second down and 14 after the loss of 4. Daniels throws to the far sideline, quick throw. That's B-Rob. Basically gets the yardage back and maybe a yard extra out to the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Logan, what have you seen so far from this offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think I like some of the motion stuff with Terry, specifically on 3rd down. I think that's a really nice wrinkle. I also like there that they got in a hurry up to try to take that shot play, but we got to hit it because, again, like you said, Jamison Crowder was wide open.
3rd and 9 at the 39-yard line. 13:20 to go, second quarter, 7-0 Washington. Saints have 6 across the line, all of them standing up. Let's see how many they bring. B-Rob to the right of Daniels. It's forward. Has to be a quick throw to Terry McLaurin. Gets a nice block on the edge from De'Ami Brown. He's able to cut around the corner and get to the sticks, but I think they're going to call a hold on De'Ami.
Yeah, no, that was, you got about 3 different flags out there. It was an easy holding call against De'Ami. Definitely coming back.
Easy holding call, but great check by Jaden Daniels right there. Way to identify the pressure.
Holding. Offense number 2. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
So this is going to back them up. What do you see from the Saints? I think the Saints defensively are kind of making Washington a little off kilter here.
Well, I don't even think it's really them making us off kilter. As I mentioned on the one where Chase got the sack, Jamison Crowder was open on in the flat, but they were trying to take a shot downfield. Jaden just took too long to come to what would have been his check down, which would have been Jamison Crowder. He has to process that a lot quicker.
So thanks to the penalty, it's 3rd and 18 up at the 31-yard line. Empty backfield for Daniels. 2 wide receivers to the left. Saints bring 4. He's got time, gets away from Chase Young off the edge, but not Cameron Jordan. Second sack of the drive. Daniels ran out of time quick. It goes down at the 24-yard line. It's a loss of 7, and Tressway's on the punt.
That's a definition of a coverage sack right there. You got that 3rd and long situation, trying to take a shot, trying to get it all back, and there's nowhere to go with the football, and eventually Cam Jordan is able to get to Jaden Daniels.
Tressway on the punt here. Dante Pettis is deep for the Saints. They are number 1 in punt return yardage, New Orleans. They've been dangerous on special teams this year. Tressway standing at his own 10-yard line. Pettis at his 26. No pressure. Kicks on its way. High, booming. It'll land at the 25. Pettis slips there, tries to run backwards. He's now at the 18-yard line, trying to get over to the edge and get the yardage back. But he's able to get the ball back. He got hit as he went out of bounds by Jordan McGee. And the Saints wanted a penalty, but they're not going to get it. And so they're going to start 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line with 12:02 to go in the second quarter, and Washington leading 7-0. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Effective enterprise cybersecurity requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
When it's time for a PCS, you know the drill. Pack the boxes, research the new base, get the kids registered for school, because family supports family. At American Public University, we support military families by helping them save on an education that goes wherever life leads. As a military spouse, you can enjoy the same flexible, affordable online education as your spouse at the same rate of just $250 per credit hour for undergraduate and master's level programs. American Public University. Education that moves with you. Learn more at apu.apus.edu/military.
The votes were all counted, and the results are official. Royal Farms was named #1 for food in the USA Today 10 Best poll, receiving more votes than any other convenience store chain in America. The next time you want to get some good food fast, doesn't it make sense to go to Royal Farms? Voted best in the USA and home of world-famous chicken. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
Commanders fans, we know you don't want to miss a minute of the game. With Cantaloupe self-ordering, you don't have to. No more waiting in long lines. Find a Cantaloupe kiosk located on the club level, place your order, and get right back to the action. Your concessions, your way at Northwest State, powered by Cantaloupe.
I was hurt in the accident. Who got you paid? Big Al got you paid. Big Al backed up the money truck and got me paid. Attorney Big Al. 1-800-HURT-123.
Attorney Big Al's, the law firm of Richard Klein.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
This is Washington Commanders football.
12:02 to go here first half, 7-0 Washington. Washington had to punt for the first time, had 2 sacks, a penalty on the last drive. The offense having trouble finding its bearings here early. Really.
Yeah, a little bit out of sync, as you mentioned. And I think it's more of us being self-inflicted type of wounds as opposed to, what the Saints are doing.
Jake Hander under center for the third time here. They punted on their first 2 drives. They start at their own 26-yard line. They'll start with the run. Alvin Kamara gets to the outside. Past Quan Martin outside the 30. He's got that speed. He's able to get out to the 32-yard line for a gain of 6.
Yeah, you mentioned the speed of Alvin Kamara. This is just an outstanding job by him using his speed to get outside. But from our standpoint, you have to maintain the edge of the defense, and I think that was Noah Igbenogany who lost the edge. You have to set a hard edge to force that ball back up the side.
Quick snap here, play action to Hainer. Steps up, throws in the middle of the field over the hands of Frankie Louvu, who got into the passing lane, and then it misfires away from Marquez Valdez-Scantling, but Louvu was right there in that window.
And if he's not in that window, this is going to be a big completion to Marquez Valdez-Scantling because of they go play action, and Frankie Louvu did an excellent job of getting depth into that zone and forcing that difficult throw.
Because the ball got there. I think he blocked his vision on it.
Exactly. Just enough to distract him.
So another third down here for the Saints. 3rd and 4 to 32. 11:36 to go here first half. 7-0 Washington. In motion, the tight end, Juwan Johnson. Here's the snap to Hader. They'll throw for it. Washington brings 4. He's out of time again. Javonte Jean-Baptiste grabbed him. Hainer survives. Throws it downfield, and that one is picked off. Picked off by Mikey Sanders still. The 46-yard line. And an interception for the rookie.
Pressure bust pipes. You get Jake Hainer off his spot, moving in the pocket. The pressure getting to him. He tried to throw a tight window throw, and Mikey Sanders still says, no, not today, baby.
Ball is life in New Orleans. Washington gets a turnover. They take over near midfield, up 7-0. 11:25 to go here first half at Caesars Superdome. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
The Washington Commanders are on DC's Classic Rock.
Big 100.
Streaming on iHeartRadio.
Execute a winning strategy to expand your business in the epicenter of innovation, Maryland's Montgomery County. Harness the synergy of talent, infrastructure, and unique incentives to drive your company's success and achieve new milestones. Think strategically. Think MoCo. Find out more today. Visit thinkmoco.com. That's thinkmoco.com. Brought to you by the Montgomery County Economic Development Corporation, your partner for success in the epicenter of innovation, Maryland's Montgomery County.
Struggling to find the perfect gift? Verizon makes gift giving easy. With incredible holiday deals on the latest devices, gaming consoles, and accessories, there's something for everyone on your list. Don't wait. Visit your local Verizon store today and walk out with gifts that everyone in the family will love.
Every 20 minutes, a child is diagnosed with a critical illness just like me. I'm Clyde and I'm 8 years old. I was diagnosed with cancer, but thanks to Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic, my wish to visit Universal Studios in California is about to come true. You can help make more wishes come true by visiting tdforwishes.org.
There's a lot of great kids just like Clyde, so help Make-A-Wish Mid-Atlantic now at tdforwishes.org or drop by King Street Oyster Bar on game day.
Football fans, it's Doc Walker from the Washington Commanders. Football is back, and this season, get touchdowns for toppings at Paisanos. Every touchdown the Commanders score, get free toppings the following day. 3 touchdowns, 3 free toppings. 7 touchdowns, 7 free toppings. So let's all support the Burgundy and Gold, because more touchdowns equals more toppings. Order online at paisanospizza.com. Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
DC's Classic Rock.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Defensive stats brought to you by Marks & Harrison. Injured in a wreck, call Marks & Harrison for a free consultation or go to marksandharrison.com. Washington already has 2 sacks. Deron Payne, Dorrance Armstrong. They've held the Saints to only 1 first down. They're 0 for 3 on 3rd down. They've given up 25 total yards here, and they got their first turnover of the game the second career interception from Mike Sanderstill, the first career pick thrown by Jake Hader, and Washington with a 7-0 lead takes over their own 47-yard line, moving right to left. Daniels in the gun, Robinson to his right. Play action, he rolls right. He's got time, looking, trying to get away from a defender, and cannot. Didn't pull the trigger again. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and what the Saints are doing they're playing a lot of split safety, two-shell type of looks. And I think with this, we're going to have the ability to check into some runs and force the Saints to get out of this type of coverage. The Saints just did a nice job of taking away any options for Jaden to throw to.
Clock moves under 11 minutes to go first half. 7-0 Washington. 2nd and 10 at their 47 off of the Mike Sanderstill interception. Daniels talking to his running backs, McNichols and Robinson, who are both to his right. Play action. He keeps. Little zone read. Robinson hit Alontae Taylor. There's going to be a penalty on B-Rob, who held up Alontae Taylor a little too much. It's going to be another offensive penalty here.
Yeah, another offensive penalty, and it's a zone read play, trying to come around the edge, and it's the right call.
There's Sean Hockley.
Oldie, offense number 8, 10-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
Logan, a lot of penalties, sacks. Daniels isn't pulling the trigger. I mean, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes this happens, like for the offenses specifically, when you put a little bit too much in coming off the bye, like that's a wrinkle that they put in off of that formation, off of that motion. They've never run that zone read, so you get B-Rob having to block a perimeter player that he's never done before. So maybe just a little bit too much volume, a little bit too much new, with everybody kind of injured and banged up coming out of the bye.
So by virtue of the penalty, it's now 2nd and 20 back at the 37-yard line. Empty backfield for Daniels. 3 wide receivers to the left. It's 2 to the right. B-Rob stays in to block off the edge. Daniels steps up, fires, finds De'Ami Brown, who got spun down but never went down and gained extra yardage. Cross the 50. Now they're going to mark him down here at the 48-yard line. I thought he was able to keep his balance there and get the extra yardage. They're going to mark him down at the 49, so it'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, even though he didn't get enough to convert that 2nd down for a 1st down, but I like the poise in the pocket, the protection, and also the route by De'Ami Brown, just running that curl route, coming back to the quarterback and making a tough contested catch.
So here's a 3rd and 8 at the Washington 49-yard line. Daniels in the gun. 3 wide receivers to the left. Saints bring 4. Good pocket. Steps up. Fires. That is a strike. Inside the 40 to Jamison Crowder. What a throw by Daniels on a gain of 13. 1st down Washington.
That's a vector. People forget that Jamison Crowder, he's an excellent punt returner, but Jamison Crowder used to be a number 1 receiver for the Jets. And he knows how to feel the opening in these soft spots in the zone. Great job by him sitting down and picking up that 1st down.
3rd and 9 conversion. 9:15 to go 2nd quarter. New set of downs. Washington's on the move at the Saints 39-yard line, leading 7-0. McNichols behind Daniels in the pistol. To the ground they go. Following Andrew Wiley. Has to bounce to the outside again. Very nice edge control by the Saints. Knocks him out at the 40 for a loss of 1.
Yeah, but you have to continue to stick with the run game. Right now, the Saints have done a good job, stopping the run so far. But it's a situation where volume, you continue to run the ball, and eventually you're going to get some creases in this defense, and then also going to open up shots down the field.
New Orleans 25th in yards per game allowed on the ground, 134. They're last in opponents' yards per carry, 5.0. Haven't been burned yet too much, not by the running backs for sure. 2nd and 11 at the 40. Here's a snap to Daniels. They let some rushers go. Set up a screen to Olamide Zaccheaus. Gets through a few defenders stacked up by the Saints at the 31-yard line, but another nice play and a gain of 9. It'll set up a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and this is a situation where you love to operate more in these 3rd. I like to be in 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 or less for our offense. Those are the optimal down the distance you want to be in on 3rd down. When you get into a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, then the Saints can pin their ears back, play a little bit more softer coverage. So this down the distance is ideal for us, and it wouldn't surprise me with this 4-down territory also.
Washington was shuffling a lot of personnel on this play. We're under 8 minutes to go 2nd quarter. 3rd and 2 at the 31 with Washington leading 7-0. They already have 1 conversion here. Daniels drops back, chased out of the pocket, has room to roam at the 35. If he can shake Pete Werner and get to the flag. I don't know that he did. We're going to see where they're going to mark him out. They're going to say he's about, it looks like inches short of the line to gain, just inside the 30-yard line. I think this is going to be 4th and inches. Do they give it to him? this.
It's a first down.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
They gave it to him. That was really close. That's a good mark for Washington.
Well, Jaden did almost a veteran thing. He takes the ball, puts it in his left hand, and he reaches it past the yard marker, which is a crafty move by him to pick up that first down.
So big third down conversion. Daniels did it with his arm on a 3rd and 9, his legs on a 3rd and 2, 1st and 10 at the Saints 29. Trying to add to a 7-0 first half lead. Daniels, snap. And around Robinson at the 30 to the 25, got a block, cuts back to the inside, and as usual, falls forward for an extra yard or two to the 22-yard line, gain of 7.
Now, Logan, that was a play that they added a new wrinkle during the bye week. I actually like that. You spread him out, put B-Rob in motion and get him on a jet sweep there. And that's another way to get the run game going, to get him out actually in space.
Yeah, a little GT bash there, kind of a very common play in college. Let Jaden read that front side or that backside defensive end for the pullers. Kind of a nice little wrinkle, Fletch, yeah, for sure.
2nd down and 3 at the 22. Terry McLaurin started running on the field, then ran back off. Here's the snap. Blitz coming from the edge. It's picked up. Daniels throws it. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. So here comes another 3rd down for the Washington offense.
Yeah, that ball was not batted down. If it not, that was going to be a completion to De'Ami Brown. Nice side adjust. The protection, as you mentioned, the Saints brought fire. The protection was there. Jaden went to the right spot with the ball, but the Saints, was that Chase Young who blocked that? Maybe not.
It's 3rd and 3 at the 22. This is Washington's 16th play in New Orleans territory. The Saints have had one so far in this game. 7-0 Washington. 6:12 to go here first half. Washington trying to add to a 7-0 lead. 3rd down and 3 at the 22. Here's the snap. Saints bring pressure up the middle. It's picked up. Daniels has time. Throws towards Zachert. Reached up. Grabbed with one hand. Pulled down at the 3. What a catch by Ertz.
Who needs two hands when you can make one hand and catch it like this? Zach Ertz. He's a little woozy, though. Great catch, though. My goodness.
Boy, this is... I hope he's okay. That was an absolutely stunning catch by Zach Ertz. Right hand reaching up. He went down pretty hard at the 5, hit his shoulder, and now the Washington training staff is onto the field to take a look at him, and we'll take a break while they attend to him. 7-0 Washington with 5:57 to go here in the first half of New Orleans. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Hey, it's LeVar Arrington here, and when it comes to performance on and off the field, good sleep is your best friend. So we at Mattress Warehouse are going to help you get there. Here's the game plan. Go to any Mattress Warehouse store and take their bid match test. You can then enter to win tickets to a Commanders home game with round-trip transportation provided by Reston Limousine and swag bags from Big 100. Winners will also be registered for a grand prize VIP flyaway trip for 2 to attend the iHeartRadio Music Awards in L.A. Visit mattresswarehouse.com for a location near you.
There's no place like the road home. Anticipation in every mile with presents wrapped and bags packed. The joy of the journey and the glow of your destination in the headlights. There's no feeling like it. Pedal down, volume up. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer during the Season of Audi Sales event.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
In today's digital age, safeguarding your data is more crucial than ever, especially for federal agencies. Commvault Cloud for Government, now FedRAMP High authorized, enables continuous business and allows government agencies to reach zero trust compliance with a cloud smart approach. From seamless backups to advanced recovery options, we ensure your sensitive information is secure and accessible. With Commvault, you can focus on what matters, serving your mission. Trust the leader in data management to protect your agency's future. Visit commvault.com/federal. Your data, our priority.
At Johnson, Kendall & Johnson, we've been serving our valued clients with excellence for over 65 years. From property and casualty insurance to employee benefits, we've got you covered. To learn more, visit jkj.com. JKJ, our passion is your protection.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Washington tight end Zach Ertz just went into the blue medical tent after a fall after he made just a stunning one-handed catch on a 3rd and 3 that sets up Washington first and goal at the Saints 3. Jaden Daniels so far first half, 12 of 14, 116 yards, a touchdown. He's got 5 rushes for 18 yards. Daniels came in number 4 in completion percentage in the NFL. He's adding to that here at 12 for 14. First and goal for Washington, up 7-0. Clock running here, 5:50 to go first half. Pistol look. Robinson behind. Daniels, 2 wide receivers to the right. In motion, Olamide Zaccheaus. They play action Robinson. Daniels then looks, fires into the end zone, and that one is caught. Terry McLaurin for the second time. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington!
This is just an unbelievable throw by Jaden Daniels. There's no other way to explain this. Face the play action when he sees Terry. And you talk about threading the ball through a needle. He threaded the ball through a tight needle to Terry McLaurin for his second touchdown of the game.
Diving to his right on the first S in Saints goes down. What a throw by Daniels. How about this drive? 3 third-down conversions. He did one with his legs, a bullet to Crowder, that catch by Ertz, and now this throw on first and goal. Wow. Wow. Greg Joseph on for the second time with an extra point. It is on its way. That is good. All Commanders extra points brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. King Street Oyster Bar donating $400 for all Commanders touchdowns scored this season, benefiting Make-A-Wish Foundation, Mid-Atlantic. Thank you, King Street Oyster Bar. 5:38 to go here, first half. Washington leads New Orleans 14-0. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
When you're part of a military family, you understand sacrifice and support. At American Public University, we honor your dedication by extending our military tuition savings to your extended family. Parents, spouses, legal partners, siblings, and dependents all qualify for APU's preferred military rate of just $250 per credit hour for undergraduate and master's level programs. American Public University. Value for the whole family. Learn more at apu.apus.edu/military.
Welcome back to New Orleans, 14-0 Washington, 5:38 to go first half. Logan, that throw from Daniels to McLaurin, unbelievable.
I mean, tremendous. And, everyone knows how accurate he is, but that's the first time I've really seen him put a little mustard on it with a great ball velocity. A really, really nice job. Great play design. Fantastic play all around.
Here's Greg Joseph's ensuing kickoff. Drives Jamal Williams back to the goal line. He'll bring it out. 5, 10, 15, left side of the numbers, 25. Met there, falls ahead to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Saints are going to take over. First and 10 down 14-0. And before we get to their next drive, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
WBIG-FM Washington. This is your flagship station for the Washington Commanders. Big 100, DC's classic rock, an iHeart radio station.
Back at Caesars Superdome, Bram Whitestein, London, Fletcher, Logan, Paulson. 14-0 Washington. Saints have the ball starting at their own 30. Terry McLaurin has 2 touchdown catches from Jaden Daniels, who is now 13 of 15 in the first half. Snap to Hader, quick pass to the right side. Alvin Kamara looking for a block from his end. Foster Moreau out of bounds after a gain of about 3 to the 33.
And coming into this ball game, and you said, okay, how can the Saints generate offense? They lost Tyson Hill, who was a huge part of their offense, so you have to figure a lot of his touches are now going to go to Alvin Kamara, not just as a runner, also line him up as a wide receiver. You have to identify where he's at. Where's Waldo when the Saints break formation? Waldo is Alvin Kamara.
Second down, we're going to call this a long 7 just outside the 32. Hayner's under center. Kamara is his back. Snap, they'll hand off to Alvin. Gets a little bit of pressure, then pulled down from behind. Nice play by Jalen Holmes at the 35-yard line. Will bring up a 35. It's not just Taysom Hill. Chris Olave's not playing for this team. Rashid Shaheed is out with knee surgery as well. I mean, they're missing a lot of. And then, of course, their quarterback, Derek Carr.
Yeah, they've been devastated by injuries, especially on the offensive side of the ball at the skill position. And that's tough to do to generate offense. And when you would listen to Taysom Hill, because, I mean, he did a little bit of everything for the Saints offense.
3rd and 5 here at the 35. Here's a snap to Hader. Little spin move by Bobby Wagner. Gets him in trouble. Then Jeremy Chin is standing there to sack him again. 3rd one and a half. 3 and out for the Saints.
And this is the
quarterback's forward progress is stopped. It's 4th down.
This is the inexperience of a Jake Haener. Alvin Kamara was open for a check down. If he goes to him, he converts that 3rd down conversion. But because of his inexperience, he lets the pressure, takes his eyes off of from downfield and ends up getting sacked.
Bobby Wagner with a spin move on the interior O-line to get there and then chin off the edge to wrap him up. Third sack, 3-and-out Saints. Here comes a punt for New Orleans. Matthew Hayball. It's on its way to Jamison Crowder, end over end. Catches it at the 27, tries to split defenders and cannot. Down at the 28-yard line. It's where Jaden Daniels and company will take over. 3:38 to go here in the first half. And Washington leads 14-0. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Hey, Commanders fans. The 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Commanders football games or any other live event in Washington, D.C., SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Ask your pharmacist or doctor about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Commanders Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company, and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Don't punt on getting your COVID vaccination this season. Learn more at ChooseNovavax.com.
Organizations are facing more cyber attacks than ever before, but Fognigma makes future-proof cybersecurity easy. Automate the deployment of invisible cloud-based collaboration networks for your organization and its partners. Provide anonymous research, discrete communications, data transportation, remote access, and more, all protected by 3 layers of encryption and a smart firewall. Automate, collaborate, and dominate cyber operations with Fognigma. Go to fognigma.com to get started. Fognigma.com.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Welcome back to New Orleans. 3:38 to go here. First half, 14-0. Washington Commanders have the ball. Logan Paulson sideline reports are presented by American Public University. Value for the whole family. What's up with Zach Ertz?
Yeah, he looks like he just headed into the locker room. Looks like he's being evaluated for a concussion. Obviously, kind of a scary play there, but looks like he walked that out of his own power. So good. 3rd and 3 catch. He made one-handed, fantastic catch. Went down, hit his head on the turf. Evaluated for a concussion. We'll get you an update as soon as we can. Washington starts this drive at their own 29-yard line. They're going to run the ball right up the middle. Ton of Saints waiting for B-Rob there at the 30. Boy, I think the Saints, they heard the news about their run defense, and they're stacking up the box here. They don't want to get run on.
Yeah, when you come off a game that we had 2 weeks ago against the Tennessee Titans, run for 267 yards, you have to go and say, hey, we got to take away something. And for the Saints, they say we want to take away the run game, see if Washington can beat us throwing the football. And so far, we've been able to beat him throwing the football to Terry McLaurin.
2nd and 9 at the 30 after a gain of 1. Clock's at 3:05 and running here in the first half. Washington does have all 3 of their timeouts. The Saints have 2 of theirs remaining. Washington will get the ball to start the second half as well. Here's the snap. Play action. B-Rob stays in for a moment. Now runs underneath. Is the check down. Gets the pass. Bangs off of 2 defenders and got 3 extra yards to make this from what would have been like a 3rd and 4 to a 3rd and a half a yard.
This is an excellent decision. Saints are sitting back in cover 2. Don't try to force the ball down the field. Go to your check down, which was B-Rob on that play.
2:30 to go in the half. Clock running. Daniels walks up to the line. It's a 3rd and 1 here at their own 38-yard line. Daniels now getting set. Play clock's at 14. He's got plenty of time. Surveying the defense. I'm not sure what he's looking at.
I think they might be calling the timeout.
But they're going to run this clock down first. Yeah. It looks like. Play clock now down to 3. They're definitely going to call a timeout here, and they do. With 2:09 on the game clock, they use their first of their 3 timeouts.
Timeout, Washington.
Yeah. Doing that
first of the half, 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 2:10. Thank you.
Doing that entire sequence, you can see Dan Quinn standing over there next to the sideline judge. And he was ready to call a timeout, just letting them know, hey, I'm going to run this clock down in 1 second and call a timeout.
I think part of it, too, is if they don't get it, they've been great in these situations, but if they don't, limit the amount of time the Saints have on the other side of it.
Exactly.
Today's game is brought to you by Fortinet Federal, trusted cybersecurity for government, everywhere you need it. Logan, it's been kind of a wonky first half for the offense. Obviously, they have a change with Tyler Biadasz, bunch of penalties, some indecision early, but here they are with 14 points and Jaden Daniels with like an 85% completion percentage.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is one of the things that when the offense is cooking and the defense can support them, you can come out a little bit sluggish. So this offensive production, in my opinion, is directly correlated to defensive success.
3rd and 1 at the 38-yard line. Then Sinnott comes in motion. Here's the snap, play action. Oh, Daniels is in trouble. Someone missed the block. He gets out of a potential sack at the 35, gets to the 38, dives ahead to the 39. Jaden Daniels avoided a sack and gave himself up to get the yard that was needed as we get to the 2-minute warning and extend this drive.
There's only two quarterbacks in the National Football League can make this play. Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson. This is just all Jaden Daniels right here.
Got out of the arms of Carl Granderson. Just an amazing play by Daniels. The drive is extended. 2 minutes to go here at the Superdome. 14-0 Washington. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Your flagship station for the Washington Commanders.
Big 100.
DC's classic rock.
The Maryland Lottery wishes you a happy holiday. And this year, we have more holiday scratch-offs and fast play games than ever. Like Peppermint Payout, our two-sided game, or Snowflake Tripler, with prizes up to $100,000. There's even weekly second chance drawings, where you can enter non-winning holiday scratch-offs and any holiday fast play tickets for a chance to win cash prizes from $5,000 to $100,000. So, give a little holiday cheer, and please play and gift responsibly.
The Specialist does one thing and one thing alone, and they do it better than anyone else. At Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, we only sell one thing, Mercedes. Just Mercedes. Family owned and operated since 1937, we treat everyone like one of the family. That means taking the time to find the perfect Mercedes for you and ordering it right on the spot. Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, located inside the Beltway and always open at justmercedes.com.
When you need effective IT solutions, contact FCN. With over 30 years of experience in commercial and federal IT, FCN in Rockville is a leading provider of networking, data storage, and cybersecurity services from over 100 different manufacturers. For more information on how FCN can help support your federal agency, visit FCNIT.com. That's FCNIT.com. Put FCN's more than 30 years of experience in commercial and federal IT work to work for you today. Visit FCNIT.com to find out more today.
Reston Station is a vibrant, walkable community right on the Silver Line. Enjoy dining, retail, and luxury living with exciting options like Matchbox, Davio's, Founding Farmers, Big Buns, Sweet Leaf, and Starbucks. Plus CVS, Scissors and Scotch, and Vita Fitness. In 2025, in September, Reston Station will welcome Virginia's first JW Marriott Hotel, featuring 247 rooms, a JW Executive Lounge, and upscale dining, alongside Boulevard Haley Luxury Apartments, Noku Sushi, Tour Le Jour Bakery, Ebbett House, and Putt Shack. Enjoy seasonal events and a friendly vibe at Reston Station.
Hey, this is head coach Dan Quinn from the Washington Commanders. Hear every game this season right here on Big 100.
This is Washington Commanders football.
2 minutes away from Scott Jackson bringing you a first half recap coming up on Command Center at the half, presented by GEHA. You know, Jaden Daniels did win a Heisman Trophy here in this state a year ago. He just pulled a Heisman Trophy play a moment ago to extend this drive on a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, two quarterbacks. Only Jaden and Lamar Jackson can make that play.
It was unreal. 3rd and 1. He got out of a sack. So it starts over here, 1st and 10, just outside the 40. He tucks it and runs to his left, tries to get out of bounds, and will, forced there by Demario Davis into the Saints sideline. Again, he was looking down the field, just nothing there.
Yeah, nothing there because the Saints, they've done a really good job being able to stop the run with basically a 7-man front, so they can sit back, play 2 deep coverage, and they're trying to get shots down the field, but the Saints aren't going to allow them to get those big chunk plays. Going to have to be a lot more patient offensively, dink and dunk to try to chip away at this Saints defense.
1:52 to go in the half. Washington's got 2 timeouts to work with. 2nd and 10. They're at their own 40-yard line. They lead 14-0. Here's a snap to Daniels. He'll throw again. Swings it out to Jeremy McNichols, who's forced out of bounds immediately after a very modest gain of maybe a yard to the 41. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. I want to go back to that 3rd and 1 play, though, Logan. That was an escape act. There are very few people that do things like this.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, anything I say is not going to be able to do it justice. Obviously, you're trying to do a naked boot there, get that defensive end to squeeze. if he runs up the field, they beat you. They got you dead to rights. The defensive end had him almost completely wrapped up, and for him to lose ground, escape that, fight off, and then use the speed to get the first down, I mean, it was a tremendous individual effort.
3rd and 10 here at the 40, 1:48 to go on the clock. They need a conversion to keep this drive alive. Daniels empty backfield. Saints break 4. Daniels again in trouble, grabbed by the corner Ugo Amadi, and he's sacked back at the 25-yard line. So again, Washington here, he's just indecisive. He's not able to get rid of the ball. He doesn't like what he sees here.
Yeah, this is a nice design by the New Orleans Saints. They bring the corner late.
Their second
off on the pressure, and they're playing zone coverage behind. It actually ends up being just a 4-man pressure, but because they do a great job of bringing the corner late off the slot, nowhere for him to go with the football and nobody to block him.
You heard the Saints use their second timeout, so it leaves them 1:41 on the clock, and that loss will force a punt here by Tress Way. It's 4th and 24 at the 26-yard line. Out comes Dante Pettis. Again, this has been a very dangerous return team this year. Hopefully Washington will have the coverage unit here. 5th sack of the game here for the Saints in the first half. They're giving Daniel some interesting looks as Way gets no pressure. This one is off. This one's sent over to the far sideline, fielded by Pettis at the 24. Gets away from defender 1, but not defender 2. He's cornered in at around the 30-yard line. So the Saints will have 1:31 and 1 timeout to work with Washington leading 14-0, and they'll start at their own 30. NFL scoreboard update is presented by Commvault Federal, your data, our priority.
All right, these scores all in the second half. The Chiefs are up 14-0 on the Browns. The Ravens lead the Giants 14-7. The Bengals and Titans are tied at 14 apiece. How about the Texans on top of the Dolphins 10-3? And the Jaguars with a 10-7 lead over the New York Jets.
We'll be keeping a close eye on the 425 matchup, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia today. Obviously, the Eagles are coming next week. If Pittsburgh can knock them off and this score holds up here, Washington will have an opportunity to move within a game of the division at home against the Eagles next week.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave that type of stuff for you, Bram. I didn't look at all that stuff, those different scenarios. I went into my player mode in kind of December, January football. Let's just focus on what we can control, and that's playing a good football game against the New Orleans Saints.
I'm excited. I'm in New Orleans. It's hard not to be excited. Very excited.
But I would say this. Offensively, at halftime, we got a lot of stuff to correct and get fixed.
Yep.
And we're going to continue to maintain this lead because think about this. You don't want to allow a team like the Saints to stick around. You got a 14-point lead. Yeah, we've been able to do some things, and our defense has played really good up to this point. But offensively, we just have not been as in sync as we want to be. A lot of situations, you mentioned the 5 sacks, the Saints defense has been able to get on Jaden Daniels, and a lot of things that need to be cleaned up.
Let me ask you this, Bobby. They're 3rd in rush yards Washington in the NFL, 4th in rush attempts in the NFL. Saints are bottom 5 rush yards and yards per carry. Why are we overthinking this? Why aren't we just running the ball more?
Well, that's one thing. The Saints have done a really good job. They come in and say, hey, the thing is, they've been able to stop the run with the 7-man box, a light box. And until we start to force them to get out of that light box, you're not going to be able to get shot plays down the field. What hasn't been the reason, I don't know, but for right now, the Saints have a really good plan. They got fast linebackers, Demario Davis and Pete Warner. They do a great job of rushing and flowing to the football. And quite frankly, the defensive ends have done a nice job, too, of kind of forcing things inside.
Logan, what do you think the adjustment's going to be for the offense second half?
Yeah, I think it's just got to be kind of clean up some of this stuff. And I think one of the things that you guys were just talking about that kind of caught my eye is John Ridgway has played more snaps in this game than he normally does in the season. He's a run-stopping type player. They've obviously prioritized that. They've got that big front four in there. And so to me, I think kind of let's get back to stuff we do. Like we're kind of got all these perimeter runs. Let's attack the teeth of this defense. Let's get downhill. Let's negate their speed at linebacker spot and be okay with staying efficient with our running game.
First things first, a defensive stop here with 1:31 to go in the half. Saints have 1 timeout. They start at their own 29-yard line. 14-0 Washington's the score. Here's the snap to Hayner. Washington brings forward. A little twist from Frankie Luvu, who hits him, and that one went into a window, and that one just missed the Commander's arm that was outreached as well. Luvu with a nice rush up the middle.
Luvu with an extremely nice rush, and it's just, running the twist, like you said, getting pressure, unblocked. We call this a TE stunt where the tackle picks the your defensive tackle picks and you bring your defensive end inside unblocked. Nice job by the defensive line.
1:27 to go here, first half. Clock is stopped. 14-0 Washington. 2nd and 10 for the Saints at their own 29-yard line. Kamara joins Jake Haener in the backfield. In motion, Pettis. He'll throw again. Another pressure up the middle. Screen pass set up for Kamara. Cuts back against the grain. Is knocked down by Dorrance Armstrong at the 34-yard line. And Dan Quinn with a third down
Timeout,
coming.
Washington. Their second of the half, 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 1:21. It's third down.
So they're going to force Haener to convert a third down or give Daniels one more shot here.
Yeah, and Bram, I didn't want to step over you as you calling that play. I was about to say screen. This is a situation where
I can feel it from you, Fletch.
Could you?
The linebacker in you, I can feel it.
That's it. You understand? Okay, the Saints didn't have success on that first down play. What are they going to do? Screens, draws, different things. How can we get the ball to Alvin Kamara? Bobby Wagner, an instinctive linebacker. He knew that. He didn't make the tackle, but he was all over it. He forced the ball back up inside, and then that's when the cavalry came and made that tackle and limited that game.
You don't need permission to step on my toes. Third down and 5 at the 34-yard line. See if Washington get a stop and give Daniels in the offense one more chance.
False start.
Frankie Luvu nearly jumped. They threw no flag, no false start, no encroachment. Washington brings the pressure. Haener throws it quickly. He does connect. It will be a first down out near the 45-yard line. That is to Dante Pettis. They just couldn't get home fast enough there. First down, Saints. Stop the clock, 1:16 to go in the half.
The Saints, too, it seemed like two Saints moved, and they didn't call a false start. And I don't know what Mikey Sanders still, he plays so far off on that play, and he just got beat. He has to play that coverage a lot tighter. That man-to-man defense.
First third down conversion for the Saints. They were 1 for 5 now. They get a new set of downs at their own 46-yard line. First and 10. 1:16 to go in the half. Saints do have a timeout to work with. Valdez Scantling comes in motion left to right. Kamara's in the backfield with Haener. He'll throw again. Near sideline again. That one is off the hands and bobbled by Valdez Scantling. Mike Sanders still was there to bother him on the way out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, going back to that third down play, it's man-to-man across the board. But Mikey Sanders still, he's playing about 8 yards out. He has to understand down and distance. The situation was 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, I think.
Yeah.
So you got to play that a lot tighter. Just play your leverage. He backed off, and that's how they were able to convert that third down.
Sanders still does have a turnover this half. His second interception of the season came earlier in the first half. 2nd and 10, the 46-yard line. Pettis, who got the third down conversion, goes in motion. 3 wide receivers, all inside the numbers to the left. Kamara to the right of Haener in the gun. Takes the snap. Washington, pressure up the middle by Deron Payne. Haener just falls down, gets up because he was untouched. He's at the 35, and he's able to throw that one away, so he avoids a sack. It's an incompletion, and once again, with 1:05 on the clock, there's a 3rd and 10, and if Washington can get a stop, Daniels in the offense will have another shot.
Yeah, and the best part about this, it was an incompletion, so you don't have to use a timeout, but it's all about the pressure. The pressure has done a nice job. That time, Deron Payne getting inside pressure, forcing Haener off his spot, and then Frankie Louisville able to get a hit on Jake Haener.
This is like the second or third time that Haener's just kind of lost his balance.
Hey, I don't know if this is a slick turf or what here in this in the Superdome.
3rd and 10 at the 46. See if we can get a stop here. Washington's got 6 across the line. Here come 5 of them. Haener into the pocket. Pumps. Has time throws. That one's nearly picked off by Sanders still. It is not. Incomplete. What a play by Mike Sanders still.
Man, that's an understatement. This is an outstanding play by Mikey Sanders still. They run mesh, try to create a bunch of traffic issues for Mikey Sanders still. And he does an outstanding job of going over the top of all that traffic and being in position. Actually, he got 2 hands on that football and nearly came up with an interception.
Also, what was that receiver thinking, Fletch? He's just stopped there. It's man coverage.
I don't know. Yeah, definitely man coverage. He has to keep running through.
Former Cowboy Cedric Wilson was the intended receiver. This punt by Matthew Hayball, it's a good one and down at the 2-yard line. So with 50 seconds left in the half, the Saints with only 1 timeout, I have a feeling that Washington's going to play it safe now that Hayball pinned them deep.
And that's exactly, as soon as I saw where the ball landed on this punt, I immediately went to the scoreboard to see how many timeouts the Saints have, because can they stop us, pin us back, so we should be able to get out of this half and look to go make some adjustments at halftime and get the second half kickoff back on offense.
I know Cliff is very aggressive, but I don't think this is the spot.
Let's take a shot, boys. What are we doing? Let's take a shot, baby. Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We woke up ready. Time for the parade. It's Mardi Gras, baby.
Running back dies.
Yeah. defensive play call right there.
Yeah.
50 seconds to go in the half. Washington starts at their own 2-yard line. Jaden's under center. There's 8 Saints in the box. He's got to be careful here. Snap to Daniels. Handoff. Oh, right at the goal line. Nice run by McNichols to avoid the first defender and get out to the 6 to get some breathing room. And the clock here is running with 41 seconds left in the half.
Can we take a timeout?
Timeout, Washington.
Oh.
Their third timeout of the half.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting. Yeah, that's.
So we use their final timeout here. Zach Ertz, update on his injury. He is out with a concussion.
That's a very interesting call. Logan, you're an offensive guy.
43 seconds. It's Washington's final timeout of the half.
43 seconds left. They're at the 7-yard line with a second down. Again, with the Saints with only one timeout, they can't avoid Washington short of a turnover getting the ball back. But why would you use the timeout here?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You got a long way to go just to get into field goal range.
Yeah.
And you have no timeouts to work with through Washington.
And if you're throwing the football, you worry about incompletion.
Second and 5.
Have to use it.
The 7. Daniels will throw to McLaurin. Turns back to the left and gets knocked down at around the 19-yard line. Because Washington has no timeouts, they'd have to run up and actually spike it if they want to stop the clock. Clock is running, 30 seconds to go. They want to play. 25 on the game clock. It's rolling. Jaden is set. They're going to run a play. Here's the snap. Pressure up the middle. Rolls to the right. Throws underneath. Luke McCaffrey, first catch of the game. Knocked over at the 21-yard line. And with 15 seconds on the clock, I don't see a need of running another play. And maybe Washington will call it quits here.
I can understand you want to say, hey, we're going to remain aggressive and stay consistent and true to our form. But this time you expose your quarterback to potential hits. You can have a potential turnover, things like that.
The end of the
we're happy to
half.
get out of this half with nothing happening.
So that's it. Halftime here at Caesars Superdome. Washington leads New Orleans 14-0. Scott Jackson's next. He comes your way with a first half recap. You're listening to Washington Commanders football. Brought to you by Ortho Virginia. As Virginia's largest provider of orthopedic medicine and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider of the Washington Commanders, it's no wonder that they're the pros trust. Ortho Virginia has more than 150 specialists and over 35 locations throughout Virginia, with many offices offering same-day appointments and extended hours. To find a specialist near you or to book an appointment, visit orthovirginia.com. Ortho Virginia, stronger starts here.
Hi, this is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders and proud alumnus of Salisbury University. My journey to Washington began at Salisbury. Yes, I wore the maroon and gold before the burgundy and gold. I had a blast at Salisbury, and I encourage you to visit the campus with great athletics and academics. I know you'll find awesome professors and mentors who are invested in your future. SU is a great choice for students and families from the DMV and beyond. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
The votes were all counted, and the results are official. Royal Farms was named #1 for food in the USA Today 10 Best poll, receiving more votes than any other convenience store chain in America. The next time you want to get some good food fast, doesn't it make sense to go to Royal Farms? Voted best in the USA and home of world-famous chicken. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
Commanders fans, we know you don't want to miss a minute of the game. With Cantaloupe self-ordering, you don't have to. No more waiting in long lines. Find a Cantaloupe kiosk located on the club level, place your order, and get right back to the action. Your concessions, your way at Northwest State, powered by Cantaloupe.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
The 17-yard line, it's second and goal from there. 3 wide receivers to the left. Saints bring 4. Daniels pumps. He chased to the left. Stops. Cuts back. Dropped the ball. Picks it up. Throws it towards the end zone. In between defenders. Was that caught? It was! touchdown! Touchdown, Washington! Unbelievable catch by McLaurin in between defenders!
Oh my goodness, this is a Houdini act. Great escape by Ted.
This is Command Center at the Half, presented by GEHA. Here's your host, Scott Jackson.
14-0, Commanders on top at the half. It's 1 of 2 touchdown passes from Jaden Daniels to Terry McLaurin. Welcome into the halftime show, brought to you by Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast. Get you updated on all the other scores around the NFL coming up as well from Week 15. But Commanders taking that opening drive, and you heard there with the call, Bram Weinstein, as they took the opening drive after deferring for a touchdown. An interesting drive because the Commanders actually kicked a 45-yard field goal. Greg Josephs, who was picked up this week for the injured Zane Gonzalez, had connected from 45 out, but an unnecessary roughness penalty. Commanders chose to take that penalty, taking the ball to the 13-yard line of the Saints. And then on that third down, Jaden Daniels makes a play. On that second down, Jaden Daniels makes a play after it looked like all was lost. It was a 2nd and goal from the 17. Finds Terry McLaurin after slipping at one point, being able to keep his balance to stay up, and then making that touchdown pass, capped off the 12-play, 56-yard drive. Took 6 minutes and 39 seconds. The Saints would end up punting on their next drive. Commanders on their next drive also had a punt. They stalled out. Then the third drive for the Saints, Jake Haener throws an interception to Mike Sainristril, and the Commanders were able to take advantage, driving at 10 plays, 53 yards, took 5 minutes and 44 seconds, and once again, it was Jaden Daniels to Terry McLaurin.
First and goal for Washington, up 7-0. Clock running here, 5:50 to go first half. Pistol look. Robinson behind. Daniels, 2 wide receivers to the right. In motion, Olamide Zaccheaus. They play action Robinson. Daniels then looks, fires into the end zone, and that one is caught. Terry McLaurin for the second time. Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington!
This is just an unbelievable throw by Jaden Daniels. There's no other way to explain this.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, 17 of 19, 140 yards, the 2 touchdowns in the first half. Brian Robinson just 26 yards on the ground, 7 carries. Jaden Daniels has 20 yards rushing on 6 carries. Terry McLaurin, the leading receiver, 6 for 48 and 2 scores. De'Ami Brown, 2 catches for 28 yards. Zach Ertz had 2 for 25, including a big one, a one-handed grab for him that got them first and goal to go on that drive. But unfortunately, Ertz injured on that play. He is done for the day with a concussion, is the report there. So it's certainly something to keep our eyes on as the Commanders lead it at the break by the score of 14-0. Jake Haener has been under pressure the entire game by the Commanders. Just 4 of 10 for 49 yards in that interception. Alvin Kamara just 4 carries for 8 yards so far. Does have 3 receptions for 37. Commanders 13 first downs, just 2 for the Saints. Commanders 6 of 9 on third down. Saints just 1 of 6 so far. Commanders have almost had double the plays, 39-20, 165 yards to just 38 total yards for the Saints thus far, and the Commanders will get the ball first coming out of the locker room with this 14-0 lead. And again, 20 minutes, 8 seconds time of possession advantage to 9:52 for New Orleans. All right, we'll get you updated on the rest of the NFL on Week 15. We continue. Commanders up 14-0, and this is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Brought to you by Ortho Virginia. As Virginia's largest provider of orthopedic medicine and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider of the Washington Commanders, it's no wonder that they're the pros trust. Ortho Virginia has more than 150 specialists and over 35 locations throughout Virginia, with many offices offering same-day appointments and extended hours. To find a specialist near you or to book an appointment, visit orthovirginia.com. Ortho Virginia, stronger starts here.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Hi, this is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders and proud graduate of Salisbury University. My wife Stacy and I began our journey at Salisbury. For me, burgundy and gold started as maroon and gold. I encourage you to explore opportunities at SU. I had mentors who were invested in my future. You'll make lifelong connections and develop leadership in your field. Take it from me, with some hard work, SU will put you on a path to success. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
Commanders fans, we know you don't want to miss a minute of the game. With Cantaloupe self-ordering, you don't have to. No more waiting in long lines. Find a Cantaloupe kiosk located on the club level, place your order, and get right back to the action. Your concessions, your way at Northwest Stadium, powered by Cantaloupe.
Effective enterprise cybersecurity requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
This is Command Center at the Half, presented by GEHA. Here's your host, Scott Jackson.
14-0 Commanders at the half. We're at Craft House here at Reston, 1888 Explorer Street, Reston Town Center. Myself and Fred Smoot will be with you after the game. Come on out and see us. Your chance to register to tickets to see the Commanders their next home game, which is, of course, next week against the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get to the rest of the scores. Week 15 brought to you by Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. Again, Commanders up 14-0. 2 Terry McLaurin touchdown passes, or receptions from Jaden Daniels. He's got 11 on the season. First wide receiver to have double digits in the season since Gary Clark in 1991. Jaguars lead the Jets to the half 13-7. Mac Jones with a touchdown pass to rookie Brian Thomas Jr. As the Chiefs 14-0 in Cleveland to the half. Pat Mahomes with a couple TD passes in the first half. Bengals 21, Titans 14 right now. Joe Burrow 3 first half touchdown passes. Lamar Jackson's got 3 touchdown passes. The Ravens at the half lead the Giants 21-7. Actually about to get underway in the third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Cowboys lead the Panthers 10-7 down in Carolina right now. 10-7 score there. Dallas has a touchdown pass from Cooper Rush to CeeDee Lamb, who already has a 100-yard day. Texans a 13-6 lead over the Dolphins. So far, that game in Houston, and the Texans getting a C.J. Stroud to Nico Collins touchdown pass. Coming up at 4 o'clock, this is where all the heavy hitters are. 4:25, some big games today. The Colts at the Broncos, playoff implications there. Same goes for the Lions and Bills. Of course, the Lions still trying to hold on to that top seed in the NFC. Bills trying to maintain pace in the AFC as they're chasing, of course, Kansas City. The Steelers are at the Eagles. The Eagles 11-2, Steelers at 10-3. Pittsburgh will be without their top wide receiver, George Pickens, today. Of course, the Commanders will get the Eagles next week at Northwest Stadium. Patriots and Cardinals at 4:25 as well. Buccaneers and Chargers, and the Packers and the Seahawks Sunday Night Football. Thursday night it was the Rams beating the 49ers 12-6. Commanders trying to pick up that 9th win of the season. They got a 2-touchdown lead. Can they hold on? We'll talk about all of it after the game. Myself and Fred Smoot here at Craft House in Reston. Again, 1880 Explorer Street, Reston Town Center. Come on out and see us. We're going to send it back to New Orleans next, where Bram Weinstein, London Fletcher, and Logan Paulson will have the start of the second half. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
100.3 FM or the free iHeartRadio app.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HRV, or CRV. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CRV, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HRV.
Contact your local Washington area Honda dealer for a great deal today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Struggling to find the perfect gift? Verizon makes gift giving easy. With incredible holiday deals on the latest devices, gaming consoles, and accessories, there's something for everyone on your list. Don't wait. Visit your local Verizon store today and walk out with gifts that everyone in the family will love.
Strong communities are built on good health. And at VHC Health, we're building on that idea with a new outpatient pavilion, a dedicated women's health center, and new primary and specialty care practices, all accessible from the palm of your hand. Becoming the region's preferred community health system brings big changes to VHC Health. But one thing that will never change is the unmatched quality of our care. For our community, for you, for life. VHCHealth.org.
Craving fresh oysters? Dive into King Street Oyster Bar. Indulge in the freshest oysters you'll ever taste, with over 10 varieties daily and the freshest seafood in town. Happy hour delights from 3 to 6:30 p.m. Sundays, brunch with mimosas and loaded Bloody Marys. Find us in Leesburg, Middleburg, Potomac, Noma, and our newest location in City Ridge. King Street Oyster Bar, where fresh meets fabulous. Dive in today.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer.
The Washington Commanders on Big 100.
DC's classic rock.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Welcome back to Caesars Superdome. Brad Weinstein, London Fletcher, and Logan Paulson. Washington leads 14-0. They dominated in time of possession in the first half, 1944 to 952. They held the Saints to 38 yards. 38 in the first half. Dan Quinn's going to love this. Alvin Kamara, 4 carries, 8 yards. 4 carries, 8 yards. Jaden Daniels, of course, last year's Heisman Trophy winner. 17 of 19, 140, and 2 touchdown passes. Was sacked 5 times. Great first half by Jaden Daniels. Comes on the heels of here he is back in the state where he did it last night. Congratulations to Travis Hunter, who's the latest Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, congratulations indeed. And I always thought he was going to win the Heisman Trophy. You and I were like, you actually was like, it could be Genty. I was like, no, it's Travis Hunter. But from an offensive standpoint, just talking about this football game, in the halftime, they had to go and say, hey, what can we do to limit the amount of hits that Jaden's taking? You mentioned the 17 for 19, but the 5 sacks, you cannot be happy with that. Those are the things they need to show up if we're going to get out of here with a victory.
We are ready for the second half kickoff. It's presented by Shaniga Mayos. Saints will kick it off to Washington, moving right to left. Saints in their black-on-black jerseys today. Washington wearing white jerseys, burgundy pants, trying to get to win number 9. 30 minutes away from it if they can hang on here. And if the Saints don't score, they will not knock them off. Here's the kickoff on its way. First one that Washington's had to field, and it's Luke McCaffrey. 5'10", 15'20", whirling dervish through a couple of defenders. He gets tripped up, but outside the 30. So nice return by Luke McCaffrey.
Really nice return by Luke McCaffrey. And that was a situation 2 weeks ago against the Tennessee Titans with a return game on the kickoff return. You really felt, the miss not having Austin Eckler out there didn't really get the type of returns he got. I love the decisiveness by Luke McCaffrey on that one. Kid Crease hit it, did what you can get.
Let's see what we can get here to start the second half. Washington leads 14-0, and they start with the ball at their own 32-yard line, moving left to right. Jaden Daniels is in the gun. B-Rob is his back. 2 wide receivers to the left, including Terry McLaurin, who has 2 first-half touchdown catches. They're going to start with a run with Robinson right up the gut, tries the left side, gets pulled down by Demario Davis at around the 35-yard line for a gain of 3.
Yeah, this is just with the run game. If you talk about the Saints and where they rank stopping the run coming into this game, 25th stopping. It's a situation where you have to stay with the run. You can't run the ball, get 3 yards, and all of a sudden, hey, let's throw the football. Stick with the run game, kind of chip away, especially if the Saints are going to continue to show this split safety look. Force them to get out of that. Commit a safety to the run game.
Call this second and a long 7, just inside their own 35-yard line as we've started the second play of the second half in a 14-0 Washington lead. Here's a snap to Daniel. Saints bring 4. Good pocket, steps up into it, gets away from one defender, crosses the 40, and dives down at around the 42-yard line. And it's going to depend on a mark here whether he got the first down or not.
Yeah, they're
saying third down.
Yeah, they're going to mark him not even a half yard short. Let's call it a half yard short on that scramble by Jaden Daniels.
And this crowd for the Saints, boy, they are dead today. They just see nothing from their offense.
Exactly. Let's keep this dome quiet.
Because this place, the acoustics in here are amazing. This is a loud place.
I felt like partying when I came in here.
3rd and 1 at the 41-yard line. A minute and a half into the second half. 14-0 Washington. Snap. Jaden keeps, fools him, gets to the 45, and goes down at the 46. Great little zone read move there by Daniels to move the sticks.
Yeah, and that's what you get when you have a quarterback with Jaden's ability. Does a nice job of reading the unblocked defender. And the defender crashes down. That's Cam Jordan. He goes to tackle B-Rob. Jaden Daniels says, hit him with the now you see me, now you don't. And picks up the first down.
Commanders now 7 for 10 on 3rd down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. B-Rob to the right of Daniels. In motion, Terry McLaurin right to left. Joins De'Ami Brown, who is outside the numbers. The new center today, Michael Dieter, because of an illness to Tyler Biotish. The snap. What a throw in the slot to Lamine Zacchaeus. Gets away from one defender, pulled down by Davis into Saints territory at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a strike from Jaden.
Strike indeed. Hey, quick read, quick decision by Jaden Daniels there. The Saints that continue to run his zone coverage. Look the coverage off. Wait for that window to open and hit Zacchaeus in stride.
12:20 to go third quarter. Washington, this is the opening drive of the second half. Washington's got the ball at the New Orleans 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Two running backs to the left of Daniels. Now Robinson flares out to the left and catches a pass. Gets blocks down the field from Brandon Coleman. Sam Cosby and is pulling Ugo Amadi all the way down to the 20-yard line. Nice design and a gain of 20.
Love the block by the young rookie Brandon Coleman. He's the one that really ignites this play. His block does a nice job of getting out in front. And that's why you're going to run these screen plays. You got to get that first guy blocked, which Brandon Coleman did a tremendous job doing.
Tempo, they go up to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. Snap. Handoff. Robinson puts his head down. Met by 3 Saints just for a gain of 2. What do you see here to start the second half, Logan?
Yeah, I really like what Cliff's doing here. And I think it all starts with Jaden Daniels and his ability to scramble, the quarterback and stuff, get you that first down. Get that chunk there with that little zone-beating spot concept. And again, then you're on rhythm. You're all the hurry-up stuff you've been working on is on full display. And this is where the offense is at its best.
Just a gain of 1 on that run, so it's 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 19-yard line, 11:13 to go third quarter. Washington leading 14-0 and looking to add to that lead. McLaurin goes in motion, right to left. McNichols is the back. Next to Daniels. Here's the snap. They're going to throw. Looking left. Now back to the center. Gets away from the pressure. Out to the 20. He's got room in front of him. 15-10 and out of bounds inside the 10. And Daniels does it again with his legs. 1st and goal, Washington.
Yeah, this is so frustrating for a defense where you feel like you've done everything you need to do from a coverage standpoint. Took away Jaden's first read. The coverage is really good. But then you lose containing. You allow him to get outside the pocket. And that's the time where the defensive tackle takes an inside pass rush move. And if you're going to do that, you better be darn certain that you're going to make that play. He didn't. Jaden was able to scramble for the first down.
4.5 minutes into the third quarter, Washington has the ball. They started with it. 1st and goal now at the Saints 9. 14-0 Commanders lead. B-Rob behind Daniels. McLaurin in motion again. Now back to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff Robinson. Gets a block. Puts his head down. Barrels to about the 6-yard line for a gain of 3.
Yeah, nice physical running by B-Rob. As you mentioned, I love the fact with B-Rob, to be a taller back, 6'2", he always does a great job of running with great pad level behind his pass with a forward lean, and that's why you rarely see him get knocked backwards.
2nd and goal at the 6. Dieter's set. Robinson to the left of Daniels. 3 wide receivers to the left. Terry, Luke McCaffrey, De'Ami Brown, who now goes in motion. Daniels walks up to the line. Barks new instructions. John Bates takes him next to Andrew Wiley, the right tackle. Robinson moves up a step to the 10. Here's the snap, and he asks Brown to come in motion. Handoff B-Rob to the right. Follows behind Nick Allegretti. Gets through one. Dives towards the goal line. He stopped just short at the 1. Another nice design. Nice block in the middle of the field. It'll set up 3rd and goal.
That's why you continue to chip away, continue to run the ball. That's maybe the first time that I can remember us having consecutive run plays. Again, the signature of our offense, the counters, the pulls, and things like that. We run that. Got a great block by Allegretti. And B-Rob nearly got into the end zone.
3rd and goal at the Saints 1. 9:05 to go. Clock running third quarter. Washington up 14-0 and on the doorstep. Under center is Daniels. Robinson's the back. McCaffrey and Sinnott to the right. Sinnott goes in motion. Daniels, play action, tried to fool him, keeps his kept, and he's met in the backfield for a sack by Cam Jordan at the 5-yard line. That was a design to go bootleg back to the right, and Jordan didn't fall for it.
Yeah, Cam Jordan, a veteran, guy who's been an 8-time Pro Bowler, not fooled at all. His responsibility is the quarterback, and he does a nice job of getting to Jaden Daniels on. And I don't think the play would have been open anyway. They're trying to get Luke McCaffrey on the bootleg. He was covered up too.
So Greg Joseph is on for his first field goal attempt. Of course, he played 6 games with the Giants, went 13 of 16 for field goals for them. Zane Gonzalez has a foot injury, was inactive today. Tressway gets this down, and this short. 23-yard field goal attempt is good. All Commanders field goals are brought to you by Northwest Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of the Washington Commanders. 8:12 to go, third quarter at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Washington extends their lead to 17-0. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
Hey, it's LeVar Arrington here, and when it comes to performance on and off the field, good sleep is your best friend. So we at Mattress Warehouse are going to help you get there. Here's the game plan. Go to any Mattress Warehouse store and take their bid match test. You can then enter to win tickets to a Commanders home game with round-trip transportation provided by Reston Limousine and swag bags from Big 100. Winners will also be registered for a grand prize VIP flyaway trip for two to attend the iHeartRadio Music Awards in LA. Visit mattresswarehouse.com for a location near you.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Ask your pharmacist or doctor about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Commanders Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Don't punt on getting your COVID vaccination this season. Learn more at ChooseNovavax.com.
Hi, this is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders and proud alumnus of Salisbury University. My journey to Washington began at Salisbury. Yes, I wore the maroon and gold before the burgundy and gold. I had a blast at Salisbury, and I encourage you to visit the campus with great athletics and academics. I know you'll find awesome professors and mentors who are invested in your future. SU is a great choice for students and families from the DMV and beyond. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
The votes were all counted, and the results are official. Royal Farms was named #1 for food in the USA Today 10 Best poll, receiving more votes than any other convenience store chain in America. The next time you want to get some good food fast, doesn't it make sense to go to Royal Farms? Voted best in the USA and home of world-famous chicken. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network. This is Washington Commanders football.
Today's game brought to you by Janie King. The cleaning and disinfecting of your facility is more important than ever. Visit JanieKing.com. How about Tressway? Nikki Jabal of the Washington Post tweeted this. Since 2019, Tressway has held for 15 different kickers, including another new one today. I think the number is 6 this year, but so far so good. Greg Joseph would be 2 for 2. They took a field goal off the board in the first half because of a penalty. He's also 2 for 2 on extra points. His chip shot field goal made it 17-0 moments ago as the Saints are going to get the ball for the first time. They field his kickoff at the 5. That's Jamal Williams out to about the 28. That's where the Saints are going to start. 8:07 to go here, third quarter. 17-0 Commanders.
Yeah, just one thing you mentioned as we were on break, the 7-minute drive. You said, I'll take that. And, you'll take that. You would have loved to come away with a touchdown at the end of the drive. But anytime you can, have 7-minute drive and get quarterback change?
They did.
Quarterback change.
Spencer Rattler is in for Jake Hayner, whose first half was terrible. They put pressure on him immediately off the edge, and he throws an incompletion looking for a designed rollout to Dante Pettis. When Spencer Rattler played earlier this year when Derek Carr was injured, he started 3 games, had a completion percentage under 60% through 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions, but the Saints had 38 first half yards. They had to do something.
Yeah, but the thing about Spencer Rattler in those 2 games, he was sacked 14 times. So that's the thing about him. That's the reason why they went to Jake Hayner as opposed to Spencer Rattler, because he was getting sacked too much.
Kevin Austin goes in motion, 2nd and 10. Rattler, Washington breaks 5. There's a flag down, thrown out towards Austin. Noah Igbenogany in coverage. That is incomplete. I think this is going to be a hold against the Saints. Let's see.
Holding. Offense number 70. This penalty's declined. Yeah. It's 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd and 10 after 2 straight incompletions to start this drive.
Yeah, declining. You put a guy like Spencer Rattler, who's, the times he's played, he's been sacked, as I mentioned, 14 times. Put him in 3rd and long situations. See how he's going to handle that type of this type of situation.
Here's an interesting stat. Derek Carr, with the Raiders or the Saints, when he's been out of 7 games, he didn't start. His teams are 0-7. No, they've never won when he didn't start game for his team. Here's start 8. Washington leads 17-0. 3rd and 10 for Rattler. Picks takes a 7-step drop, throws a strike. Dante Pettis at the 42-yard line, pulled down by Noah Igbenogany, but that's a 3rd and 10 conversion out to the 41 on a gain of 12.
And that's a nice throw, nice pocket by Spencer Rattler. Hey, didn't let the pressure get to him. He stood in the pocket and delivered an accurate throw.
A new set of downs. What do you think about Rattler, Logan?
I think he's obviously very talented. That's one of the things about him coming out of college last year. Very, very talented, but very inexperienced, and like Fletch said, takes a lot of sacks.
I formation here on 1st and 10 at the 41. Screams run. They do. Alvin Kamara off the right guard, and he's able to navigate for about 4 to the 45-yard line.
And this is a situation, too. I don't know at how much film Joe Witt Jr. and the guys spent getting prepared for Spencer Rattler, or if they already kind of had a great inkling that Jake Haener was going to be the guy that the Saints were going to start in this ball game. You don't typically spend a ton of time scouting the backup quarterback and even prepping for your backup quarterback.
Sheldon Day made the tackle there on Kamara. It is 2nd down and 6 at the 45. Clock moves under 7 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 17-0 Washington. They kicked the field goal in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. This is the first possession for the Saints, and now the ball was never snapped, and everybody moved. It's going to be a false start on the Saints. Going to back them up 5 yards.
False start, snap infraction, offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down.
So the count was off there. We have a different center. They have a different quarterback. The exchange on both sides was something to watch now.
The cadence of the different quarterback, it makes a difference. Different. Yeah, the snap count may be the same, but it's the cadence and getting used to a certain voice all week long.
This backs them up to the 40. It's now 2nd and 11 for the Saints. They vacate the backfield. Rattler's going to throw. Pressure off the edge by Dorrance Armstrong. Has to step up. Hit while he throws. Into the seam. Into traffic. Marquez Valdez-Scantling somehow hung on to a pass in the middle of the field as he was getting hit by Jeremy Chin. And it marks the ball all the way down to the Washington 21.
Yeah, this is, if you're the Saints coach, you have to be impressed with this throw by Spencer Rattler. Stands in the pocket, keeps his eyes down the field under tremendous amount of duress, and as you mentioned, felt like Jeremy Chin had an opportunity to intercept that ball, but Marquez Scantling, he ended up making that play.
He looked like Chin went for the interception. Had he hit him, he might have broken it up. Instead, the Saints get a real first big play of the game, 1st and 10 at the 21. They throw to Cedric Wilson. It's a throwback to the opposite side of the field towards Alvin Kamara. He catches it, but did he get both feet in? They say yes. Touchdown Saints. They're going to have to look at this. I'm not sure he got both feet in by the far pylon.
Yeah, they're definitely going to look at this because it's a scoring touchdown, but this is the design throwback double pass the entire time, and Frankie Louisville initially felt like he was running. Let's see, 1, 2.
Wow. Kamara made a one-handed catch on the throwback from Wilson, and I think he got both feet in.
I think that's a catch. Frankie Louisville was in position initially to cover Alvin Kamara out of the backfield, and then it just ended up being a foot race that, as it lasted a little bit longer,
So
Frankie lost that.
Trick play works. They make the change to Spencer Rattler. He hits a big play down the middle of the field to his number 1 receiver, Valdez-Scantling. They run a trick play. Cedric Wilson, throwback opposite side of the field. Kamara. Blake Rupe's extra point is good. And the game's back on now. 5:45 to go, 3rd quarter. Washington's lead is now 17-7. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Football season is here, and it's time to get ready. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Commanders game, even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over. Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Commanders.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Terms and conditions apply.
Brought to you by Ortho Virginia. As Virginia's largest provider of orthopedic medicine and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider of the Washington Commanders, it's no wonder that they're the pros trust. Ortho Virginia has more than 150 specialists and over 35 locations throughout Virginia, with many offices offering same-day appointments and extended hours. To find a specialist near you or to book an appointment, visit orthovirginia.com. Ortho Virginia, stronger starts here.
Organizations are facing more cyber attacks than ever before, but Fognigma makes future-proof cybersecurity easy. Automate the deployment of invisible cloud-based collaboration networks for your organization and its partners. Provide anonymous research, discrete communications, data transportation, remote access, and more, all protected by 3 layers of encryption and a smart firewall. Automate, collaborate, and dominate cyber operations with Fognigma. Go to fognigma.com to get started. Fognigma.com.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Alvin Kamara just had his 25th career touchdown reception. He's the 4th player in NFL history to have at least 50 rushing touchdowns, 25 receiving touchdowns, including some major luminaries: Lenny Moore, Marshall Faulk, Christian McCaffrey, who's the Saints' all-time leader. It was a double pass from Cedric Wilson, and suddenly what looked like a cakewalk has turned into a game here at 17-7 Washington. 5:45 to go here. The third quarter, a dirty ball kick to Luke McCaffrey that bounces at the 10 near the sideline. He gathers it, picks it up, runs it past the 30, gets through one tackle, and out to the 32. Again, very nice kickoff return under duress with where that ball was kicked by Luke McCaffrey. Logan Paulson's sideline reports are presented by American Military University. Savings for the whole family. All right, Logan, the offense, we thought they had a cakewalk going here. They don't anymore.
Yeah, I mean, this is an NFL football team. The Saints, talking about all the deficiencies they have offensively, they're playing pretty good on the defensive side of the football, but I do think if the offense can come down here and score a touchdown, this game is kind of in a similar situation, right? It's just can they respond. And after the Tennessee game, like, they showed that this offense can be. So I expect them to do that right here.
So let's see what Cliff Kingsbury and crew draw up with 5:38 to go third quarter. 17-7 Washington in a very sleepy Superdome. You can hear is now suddenly awake. Game on, 17-7. First and 10 at the 32. Jaden's in the gun. Here's the snap. Handoff B-Rob following De'Ami Brown. Doesn't block Demario Davis as he's rolled over at the 31. He goes down. The ball came out. I'm pretty sure he was down.
We're going to call him down.
I'm not sure. The Saints jumped on the ball. I think they're saying the second down for Washington. I thought he was down before a fumble occurred.
Yeah, he was down, but
the runner was ruled down by contact before the ball came loose. It's second down.
But if you're going to have success running the football, you have to be able to get the linebackers blocked on the second level. And Demario Davis, he's just running unblocked. You have to get the linebackers blocked. You know how many tackles I would have made if I was able to run unblocked to play? I'd have probably another 1,000 tackles.
You got enough in your career.
Yeah, I would have had a lot more if I was unblocked.
Second down and 11 at the 31. Here's the snap to Daniels. Play action, good pocket, steps up, fires a strike. Terry McLaurin, the Saints 45, into the Washington sideline. Daniels again on the money.
Yeah, love this play call. Love this route by Terry. He sets up the safety. You get it one-on-one to stem like he's going inside and runs a corner route. A perfect throw by Jaden Daniels.
Of Terry McLaurin's last 21 targets, he has 20 catches, including 5 touchdowns. 2 today. 17-7, Washington leads. Big strike gets the offense moving. 4:20 to go third quarter. 17-7, Washington trying to answer the Saints' first scoring drive of the afternoon. First and 10 at the New Orleans 44. Back to the ground, B-Rob to the left. Again, not much room there. Brian Brzee, Cam Jordan wrap him up. Just no running room today, no game.
Yeah, but it's a lot of like lateral type of runs that we're trying to do. I feel like, you know, against the Saints, you got these fast linebackers. Let's run some counters, get downhill, some more gap type scheme, the power plays, things like that where you get misdirection, you're able to get a lot better angles to block.
Second and 10 at the Saints 44, 3:45 to go here third quarter. 17-7 Washington leads. Snap to Daniels. New Orleans breaks 5. Delayed draw handoff Robinson. Met at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. That is a big loss. All the way back to the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4.
And then the Saints, they brought 5. It wasn't necessarily a run blitz, but they blitzed and it just happened to be a run play. And You get penetration into the backfield. Sam Cosmi has to do a better job of staying on this block and not allowing Demario Davis to make that play.
Big play here. Saints fans feeling the momentum shift. 3rd and 14. They're at the New Orleans 48-yard line. Daniels in the gun. McNichols to his right. Here's the snap. Pressure up the middle. Daniels has to step up looking for an outlet. To the 50, he takes off. 45-40. Cuts back center of the field. 35-30. 25. It slides down at the 23. Jaden Daniels again with his legs.
Man, you tell me how comfortable Jaden Daniels is playing in the state of Louisiana. Nowhere to go with the football, but his ability just to manipulate the pass rush and find open lanes and then weaving and doing just enough to pick up the first down. This demoralizes the defense when you feel like you got the perfect coverage and he's able to make plays with his legs.
3rd and 14 conversion, running away from traffic. And now they're set up in scoring position. 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 24-yard line. B-Rob next to Daniels. They'll hand it off to him. Left side again. Not a lot of room. And there's our old friend John Ridgway making the tackle down at the 23-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
WBIG-FM Washington. This is your flagship station for the Washington Commanders. Big 100, DC's classic rock, and iHeartRadio station.
Back in New Orleans, Graham Whiteside, London Fletcher, Logan Paulson. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter, 17-7 Washington. 2nd and 9 for Washington at the New Orleans 23. B-Rob to the left of Daniels. Here's the snap, and I think there was some early movement here. It might be a false start against Washington.
False start by the offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down.
We'll back him up 2nd and 15.
Yeah, so you go from 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 10 to now all of a sudden you're 2nd and 15, and I felt like that was going to be a quick passing game, and now you have to figure out, okay, what type of play call do you have dialed up to? You don't need all of these all the yards on this play, but at least try to get a good 7-8 yard completion if possible.
Terry's in the slot to the left, 3 wide receivers to the right, empty backfield on 2nd down and 14 at the Saints 28-yard line. Here's the snap to Daniels. Saints bring 4. Pocket is collapsing on him. Has to get away from Chase Young and cannot. Young is able to pull him down back at around the 33-yard line, and they are dangerously moving out of field goal range here if they're not careful.
Well, it's the penalty. You get behind the chains and you end up in an obvious passing situation, and the initial coverage the initial protection was okay, but it's because of the coverage, there's nowhere really for Jaden to go with the football.
7th sack for the Saints in this game. 2nd by the former number 2 overall pick, Chase Young.
You don't think he was motivated to have a good game in this against his former team?
So now, Jaden already converted a 3rd and 14. Here's a 3rd and 19. The Saints 33-yard line. Daniels, the snap. No pressure. Plenty of time. Fires. This one was low. It's caught by Jamison Crowder. He was on his knees when he made that catch at the 23-yard line. Far short of what they needed for first down yardage, but it will give them a more manageable field goal attempt with 20 seconds of the clock remaining in the third quarter, and they do not have to snap the ball here.
This is outstanding by Crowder. I think they might take a look at this.
I think it bounced.
And Washington probably wants to kick this ball to not have a review. There's only 2 seconds on the game clock, and the clock hits 0. The referees haven't noticed it yet.
It's at 6.
And there goes the kick. And the fans, did he miss that? Greg Joseph missed that. There should have been, the third quarter came to an end far before the snap ever occurred. Dan Quinn, I believe, is talking to the referee about it.
The play was void. The clock went to 0 before the snap. This is the end of the third quarter. It's 4th down to start the fourth quarter.
It's the right, they can boo all they want, it's the right call. After 3, 17-7 Washington. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Commanders fans, we know you don't want to miss a minute of the game. With Cantaloupe self-ordering, you don't have to. No more waiting in long lines. Find a Cantaloupe kiosk located on the club level, place your order, and get right back to the action. Your concessions, your way at Northwest State, powered by Cantaloupe. Hey there, Commanders fans. Are you ready to team up with the ultimate duo for your workplace? That's right. Janet King and the Washington Commanders are joining forces to keep your favorite stadium spotless and ready for action. Jani-King tackles dirt and germs like champions at Northwest Stadium and your workplace. For top-notch commercial cleaning services, go to janiking.com. That's JANIKING.com. Go Commanders.
Escape to Ocean City, Maryland, and discover a place that just feels lighter, where every day feels like Saturday and French fries are a food group, where flip-flops are always in fashion and seafood is always in season, where the boardwalk is bustling and the beach is right outside your door, where you can rise with the tide and feel like a kid again. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about. Book your trip at OCOcean.com.
Hi, this is Doug Williams. Throughout my career, I've had my share of pain. When I found the Good Feet store, I found the support I needed for my feet. Good Feet Arch Support helped relieve my foot and back pain and let me get back to living the life I love. I don't go a day without my Good Feet Arch Support. Stop by your nearest Good Feet store today for a free personalized fitting. Go to goodfeet.com to find the store nearest you. Tell them Doug sent you.
The Good Feet store is a proud partner of the Washington Commanders.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Washington Commanders football.
All booth reviews presented by FCN. If your agency needs a review of networking, data storage, or cybersecurity products, FCN has the answers. So at the end of the third quarter, Greg Joseph's miss was void because the game clock actually hit zero for a couple of seconds. He's going to get a second chance at a field goal here from about 40 yards out to try to extend Washington's lead to 20-7. What they did not do was review the Jamison Crowder third down catch that was very close to not being a catch.
It was very close, and I'm sure the Saints coaching staff didn't feel like they had enough information that would lead to them overturning that catch.
Third quarter stats brought to you by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Commanders. Washington 8 of 13 on third down today. They outgained New Orleans 278 to 114. James got 155 through the air, 123 on the ground, a lot of them by his legs. He's been phenomenal today. 20 of 22, 189 passing, 2 touchdowns. He's got 10 rushes for 65 yards, and Terry McLaurin's having a big day. 7 for 73 and 2 touchdowns, numbers 10 and 11 on the season. Let's start the fourth quarter with a 41-yard field goal attempt by Greg Joseph from the right hash. Snaps good, holds down, kick is on its way. Round 2, opposite end of the field, and Joseph is true. All Commanders field goals are brought to you by Northwest Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of the Washington Commanders. We got a redo and count it for 3. 20-7 Washington, 14:56 to go, fourth quarter in the Caesars Superdome. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Hi, this is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders and proud alumnus of Salisbury University. My journey to Washington began at Salisbury. Yes, I wore the maroon and gold before the burgundy and gold. I had a blast at Salisbury, and I encourage you to visit the campus with great athletics and academics. I know you'll find awesome professors and mentors who are invested in your future. SU is a great choice for students and families from the DMV and beyond. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off, from first downs and touchdowns
That's right.
to turnovers and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice. Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
I was hurt in the accident. Who got you paid? Big Al got you paid. Big Al backed up the money truck and got me paid. Attorney Big Al. 1-800-HURT-1-2-3.
Attorney Big Al is a law firm of Richard Klein.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Ask your pharmacist or doctor about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Commanders Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company, and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Don't punt on getting your COVID vaccination this season. Learn more at ChooseNovavax.com.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Quarterback stats brought to you by IBEW Local Union 26. Jaden Daniels, 20 of 22, 189 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. He's run the ball 10 times for 65 yards, 4th time this season, over 60 rushing yards this season. And he just went over 3,000 passing yards for the season. So he's only the 4th rookie quarterback ever to go over 3,000 yards in his rookie season. As Greg Joseph's kickoff finds the hands of Kendra Miller at the 3-yard line. He's net at the 26. Great special teams coverage tackle by Michael Walker. Saints will start at the 27. One more note on just Jaden Daniels passing 3,000 yards as a rookie quarterback, and his turnover rate, his completion percentage, which was top 5, number 4 coming in. It's going to be better now because of it. If he ended the season leading the league in completion percentage, he'd be the first rookie quarterback to do that since the 1930s. Okay, he's the rookie of the year.
Oh yeah, that's
period.
That's a given, just like Travis Hunter was going to win that Heisman Trophy, Brad.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line for Spencer Rattler and company. They're going to start this drive with a handoff to Miller, right up the middle, met by Deron Payne. No gain at the line of scrimmage. Logan, every week, this whole season, we marvel at what Daniels is doing, and here he is striking the Heisman pose in the state of Louisiana again.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably, talk about people that benefited from the bye week, definitely Jaden Daniels. The zip on his ball, the accuracy, it's all there. His ability to run, like, he just looks like a different version of himself. And if this is the guy we get for the last 3 weeks of the season, 4 weeks of the season, man, we're going to be, the Commanders are going to be a dangerous football team.
They gave Miller a no gain on the play, 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line. 14-13 to go, 4th quarter, 20-7 Washington leads. Snapped as Spencer Rattler pumps, now fires a long ball down the near sideline. Kevin Austin made a great adjustment to make a catch, but the sideline was not his friend. He's out of bounds, and Noah Igbenogany waves his arms. That's incomplete.
And that's outstanding coverage by Noah Igbenogany, staying in phase and using the sideline kind of as another defender, pinning that receiver up against the boundary. Love the fact he was able to get his eyes back to the quarterback, but also still field a wide receiver, and that forced that incompletion.
So the Saints trailing by 13, 14:04 to work with here. 4th quarter, have a 3rd and 10, trying to answer yet another Washington scoring drive. They're at their own 26-yard line, moving left to right. Marquez Valdez-Scantling goes in motion left to right, now back to the left. Washington breaks 5. Pressure up the middle on Rattler. He's in trouble and pulled down. Another sack. 92. Dorrance Armstrong at the 17 and a sack for Washington.
Outstanding pressure up the middle by Bobby Wagner. That forced Rattler to get off the spot. We got a penalty on the play.
There's a flag, looks like DPI maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it can't be pass interference.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 25. It's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Spicy.
It's the first time we've heard Benjamin say Juice name here. The other thing it's worth pointing out, too, is the Saints are going to get a first down out of this when Washington could have got him off the field. We haven't said the name Marshawn Lattimore yet. I don't remember the Saints testing him.
No, they're not throwing at him. And I actually was watching Marshawn on that play, and he was in outstanding coverage, had blanket coverage over on Scantling.
It's a 5-yard penalty, but it gives the Saints a new set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 31, and erases a Dorrance Armstrong sack. Rattler hands off to Miller. Tries to get to the left edge and does. Jeremy Chin forces him out of bounds, but not before he gains 7 yards all the way out to the 38.
Yeah, this is a similar play that they ran early in the first half where he's able to, Kamara was the running back and able to get outside. You got to do a better job of, again, forcing that ball back inside, setting a hard edge, whether you're linebacker, cornerback, whatever the case, you got to get the ball forced back inside.
Mark it at the 39, gain of 8. 2nd down and 2. Their own 39-yard line. 20-7 Washington leads. 13-19 to go, 4th quarter. Play action, designed boot right for Rattler. In trouble again, has to get rid of it quickly, and does. Finds Foster Moreau, dodges a couple defenders, and he's clipped down by Derek Forrest out near midfield. They're going to mark him at the Washington 49, and the Saints have another first down.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler, he's shown an ability to make some plays on the run. This is the boot, but this was actually a design boot throwback. We do a nice job of taking that away and poise under pressure. Spencer Rattler demonstrated that and able to find Moreau for a positive game.
Joe Wood Jr. called him a matchup problem. Just his first catch of the game. 1st and 10 at the 49. Rattler snap, handoff. Miller got a big hole up the middle. Exploits it. He's met by 2 Commanders deep in the secondary of the second level. Gets all the way to the 32. That's a 17-yard run for New Orleans.
And, you go back. You think you're getting off the field on 3rd down, and you had that penalty. And now the Saints. One thing I just see, Alvin Kamara is headed to the locker room. That would be a huge loss for the Saints if he's not able to come back in this ball game.
The defense needs to tighten up here. 1st and 10 for the Saints at the 32. Washington's offense answered the lone touchdown scoring drive with a field goal to extend this back to a 13-point lead. Rattler and company are moving. 1st and 10, play action. He's rolling back, and he got hit as he was throwing the ball. And now, Dante Fowler, as he hit Rattler, when he threw the ball, it was incomplete, but I think they're going to say he hit him high. They threw a flag.
I want to see this. There's a conversation taking place. They might.
Oh, that's not a penalty.
I think he hit him in the shoulder. I think they should pick that up.
Yeah.
I think they should pick that up.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 6 contacted the head or neck area. It's a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down.
This is a hit to the shoulders. I want the ability to be able to challenge these plays that's the wrong call. I would love for us to be able to challenge these type of plays, because that right there is such a costly penalty. Gives them a 1st down, puts them in a situation where they're possibly going to score a touchdown, but I want to be able to challenge those type of plays.
There's a large contingent of Commanders fans here. You heard the boos on that call. That was a bad call. It's the 7th penalty against Washington for 59 yards. And now it sets up New Orleans in the red zone here. 1st and 10 at the 17. They go I formation. Moreau in motion. Handoff. Miller met in the backfield and thrown down. And Fowler gets his revenge back at the 23.
Yeah, he did. And Fowler, I'm sure he's upset because just going back, he had immediate pressure in the face of Spencer Rattler. Does not hit him in the head and neck area. Hit him on the shoulder. And you had 2 officials right there. They had conversation, and yet they still decided to keep that flag. Unacceptable.
It's a 7-yard, make that a 6-yard loss on 1st down. 11:30 to go 4th quarter. 20-7 Washington. 2nd and 16 for the Saints at the Washington 23. Empty backfield as Jamal Williams vacates. Rattler at the snap. Washington breaks 5. That ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage. I think it was Johnny Newton that got his hands up. It is incomplete.
Yeah, this is an excellent job. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up, especially on the quick game throws. Quarterback taking 3-step drop and getting the ball off. Get your hands up, and Newton does a nice job of getting that ball deflecting that pass.
All right, Logan, what do you want to see here on 3rd down?
Yeah, and I think this is somewhere you'd like to see a little bit of pressure potentially. I think, but not maybe a zone pressure. Again, like the man coverage stuff has been a little bit loose instead of in terms of leverages and things like that.
There's a good twist on that last play. Armstrong had pressure. Newton got the left hand up. 3rd down. Here's the snap to Rattler. Steps on, and that one is batted down at the line of scrimmage by Gerard Payne.
Again, can't get to the quarterback. Get your hands up and deflect the pass. Nice job by Payne and Newton on back-to-back plays. Knocking down the ball.
We're not playing the Pelicans today, but we're rejecting everything.
I like that.
4th and 16 at the 23, so the Saints run out their field goal unit here to try to make this a 10-point game.
Yeah.
So the defense got a bad penalty called against them, and they really bounced back with 3 tremendous back-to-back plays. The stop on 1st down by Fowler and 2 batted passes at the line of scrimmage. Blake Grupe from 41, the right hash mark. Snaps good, holds down. Kick is on its way. And we've got a 10-point game here in New Orleans. 11:09 to go from Caesars Superdome. 20-10. Washington leads New Orleans. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
The Washington Commanders are on DC's Classic Rock.
Big 100.
Streaming on iHeartRadio.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HRV, or CRV. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CRV, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HRV.
Contact your local Washington area Honda dealer for a great deal today. See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Strong communities are built on good health. And at VHC Health, we're building on that idea with a new outpatient pavilion, a dedicated women's health center, and new primary and specialty care practices, all accessible from the palm of your hand. Becoming the region's preferred community health system brings big changes to VHC Health. But one thing that will never change is the unmatched quality of our care. For our community, for you, for life. VHCHealth.org.
Whether you are relocating a family or business, or you need to store household belongings, inventory, or furniture, calling Victory Van Corporation is always the right move. For the best service, price, and peace of mind, choose Victory Van Corporation for all your moving and storage needs. Visit victoryvan.com to get your free home or business quote today. That's victoryvan.com. Victory Van Corporation, delivering excellence for 75 years, an official moving and storage partner of the Washington Commanders.
Time is of the essence with COVID-19. It's Big Rig. Prescription oral treatment must be taken within 5 days of symptoms. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Learn more at treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Struggling to find the perfect gift? Verizon makes gift giving easy. With incredible holiday deals on the latest devices, gaming consoles, and accessories, there's something for everyone on your list. Don't wait. Visit your local Verizon store today and walk out with gifts that everyone in the family will love.
This is Jonathan Allen from the Washington Commanders, and this is Big 100.
This is Washington Commanders football.
Today's game brought to you by Fortinet Federal, trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. Jaden Daniels, we had mentioned earlier, became only the fourth rookie in NFL history to have at least 3,000 passing yards, include over 500 rushing yards, and the only others in NFL history in the rookie season to do that, Cam Newton, Kyler Murray, Robert Griffin III, and it's, symbiotic because the last time Washington beat the Saints was Robert Griffin III's debut here in 2012 as Luke McCaffrey gets a big hole on this kickoff return. It crosses out past the 35-yard line. Once again, Luke McCaffrey been a spark plug here. Third really nice kickoff return.
Luke is getting loose on these kickoff returns.
And let's check the NFL scores presented by Commvault Federal. Your data, our priority.
These scores around the league are all in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs lead the Browns 21-7. The Bengals are on top of the Titans 31-14. How about the Ravens crushing the New York Giants 34-7? Cowboys with a 24-7 lead over the Panthers. The Jets and the Jaguars in a tight one with the Jets up 17-16, and the Texans on top of the Dolphins 20-12.
11:02 to go here, fourth quarter in New Orleans. It's 20-10 Washington, and the Commanders have the ball first and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Jaden gets the snap from the gun, throws a quick out to Brian Robinson. Got a nice block on the edge, cuts back at the 40 to the 45. He stood up there. They're going to call forward progress down around the 46. Nice 9-yard play to start this drive.
Yeah, nice patience by Jay. Let the screen develop, and B-Rob really navigating and setting his blocks up well. That time they used the Mario Davis speed against him. He tried to get outside, and B-Rob was able to cut back inside and pick up a nice game.
Today is Marshawn Lattimore's debut for Washington. He has not been targeted once.
He's been all over.
Once.
And it's smart because he's been blanketing all the receivers he's covered.
See if Washington can kind of maybe put a nail in the coffin here if they could score. 2nd and 1 at their own 46-yard line. Pistol look, Robinson behind Daniels. Robinson gets the carry right up the gut. Pete Werner, Carl Granderson hang on to him, but he falls ahead to the 47. It's a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's a first down.
Yeah. That was a tough piece of running back, B-Rob. He had to do whatever he needed to do to get that first down.
We're under 10 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 20-10, Washington leads. New set of downs for the Commanders. 1st and 10, they're at their own 47-yard line. Jake Haener made his first career start. It only lasted a half. Spencer Rattler's actually had a little juice for New Orleans and kind of got them back into this game. Play action on 1st and 10. A lot of time. Shot for Daniels down the field. Looking for McLaurin. Oh, he laid out for it at the 5. And it was just off his fingertips. About a yard too long for him. Otherwise, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, a yard too long. Just needed a tad bit more air on that pass. And if he does, Terry's going to walk into the end zone because he has about 2 yards on the defender.
Ugo Amadi.
Yeah, he had 2 yards on him, but
they were looking for that all day, and it was there. Finally, it was there. So it's 2nd and 10 at the 48. That might have been it had they connected there. It would have been Terry's 3rd touchdown of the day. Instead, it's an incompletion. 2nd and 10 at the 48. There's Daniels. Got Rodriguez in the backfield. They'll hand it off to him. Up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage, pulled down Demario Davis. Brian Brzee at the 50. He's going to bring up 3rd and 8. I want to mention Brzee, he's a homegrown product. Went to Damascus High School up in Upper Montgomery County. Won the state championship there. Was a high first-round pick a year ago in the Saints.
Okay. All right, 3rd down. One of the guys who's really come alive on his 3rd downs has been Jamison Crowder. Actually, he's not in the ball game.
Here we go. 3rd and 8 right at midfield on the Saints logo. Empty the backfield for Daniels. 4 wide receivers to the left. Here's Daniels. No pressure. Steps up into the pocket. Now he's in trouble. Carl Granderson is able to, on the backside, catch him as he tried to slip through the pocket. It is yet another sack at the 46-yard line. I believe that's the 8th for the Saints this game. And they get a stop here. So with 8:45 clock running, the Saints are about to get the ball back in a 10-point game.
And they wanted to go to Terry McLaurin on a deep crossing route, and the Saints actually double covered him, and that forced Jaden to have to come off of him, and by that time, the pressure was able to get to him, and they got another sack, as you mentioned, their 8th of the ball game.
Trustway on to punt. He's waiting at his own 32-yard line. Dante Pettis is at his own 8 to our left. Here's the snap. Saints try to bring some pressure. They don't get there. Wade gets it off. There's a flag thrown. Pettis fields it from his knees at the 17-yard line. Pops up. He's trying to run to the near sideline, and he runs out of room, and he is thrown down. Luke McCaffrey, special teams player of the week for Washington for sure. He throws him down at around the 18-yard line. We're going to have to check the flag, which is on the far side.
I think they're signaling the hold.
Well, Larry Izzo, special teams coach, is pointing out who he believes it's on.
During the kick, holding by the receiving team, number 36. It's a 10-yard penalty. Timeout.
So that's going to back up the Saints to inside their own 10. 8:06 to go here, 4th quarter. Washington leads 20-10. You're listening to Washington Commanders football.
Commanders fans, we know you don't want to miss a minute of the game. With Cantaloupe self-ordering, you don't have to. No more waiting in long lines. Find a Cantaloupe kiosk located on the club level, place your order, and get right back to the action. Your concessions, your way at Northwest State, powered by Cantaloupe. Hey there, Commanders fans. Are you ready to team up with the ultimate duo for your workplace? That's right. Janet King and the Washington Commanders are joining forces to keep your favorite stadium spotless and ready for action. Janet King tackles dirt and germs like champions at Northwest Stadium and your workplace. For top-notch commercial cleaning services, go to janetking.com. That's JANIKING.com. Go Commanders.
Football season is here, and it's time to get ready. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Commanders game, even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over. Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Commanders.
Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Effective enterprise cybersecurity requires a team effort. That's why U.S. government professionals rely on Fortinet Federal's industry-leading technology and engineering expertise for advanced infrastructure and cybersecurity capabilities designed to defend against malicious actors. With a singular focus on solutions for the federal government and their mission partners, Fortinet Federal can help you simplify operations, converge infrastructure, and secure your data. Trusted cybersecurity for government everywhere you need it. See more at FortinetFederal.com. That's FortinetFederal.com.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Washington Commanders football.
This fantasy football update is presented by FanDuel. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official partner of the Washington Commanders. Kyron Williams of the Rams, 108 yards rushing. How about Lamar Jackson, 290 yards passing and 5 TDs. And Joe Burrow of the Bengals, 229 yards passing and 3 TDs.
Saints down 20-10 here. Terry McLaurin's had a big day if you're a fantasy player. Tim Spencer Rattler starts his drive 1st and 10 at his own 8. Fires one into the near sideline. No man's land. He was under pressure when he threw it. His receiver ran a deep route, and this one was an out, and It's just incomplete.
And this is Joe Whitt bringing Jeremy Chin. Joe Whitt Jr. has lined up Jeremy Chin as a nickel back. Brought him off the edge. He's played safety. He's played linebacker. A lot of different places. That time they blitzed him off the slot.
2nd and 10 at the 8. Rattler in the gun. Alvin Kamara, who left this game, went back to the Saints locker room, is still not out there. Kendry Miller's the back. Washington brings 5. Pressure again. Rattler's hit as he throws, but he connects with Foster Moreau in the seam, and he's pulled down around the 26-yard line. And now there's a flag in the end zone again, and this might be another roughing the passer call.
I think so. On top of the big completion.
Fowler, Armstrong, and Lou were all there pleading their case to Sean Hockley.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 6. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Second one against Fowler this quarter. Logan Paulson sideline reports are presented by American Public University. Value for the whole family. Second personal foul here, Logan.
Yeah, second personal foul, and Alvin Kamara was diagnosed with a groin injury and his questionable return. But yeah, these penalties are killing us, Coach.
And it's the 15 yards added to
the game clock to
the big completion of Foster Moreau.
Right, so they go from the 8 to the 42.
Yeah, because it's tacked on to the completion.
This is a double down. The Saints are not dead yet. There's 7:55 to go here. Washington leads 20-10. If you thought it was going to be easy, Saints defense the last 4 weeks during this 3-1 run, they're only giving up 15 points a game. It was not going to be easy
second
today.
in the NFL.
1st and 10 at the 42. Here's the snap to Rattler. Steps back. Looks, fires into the seam. That's another connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling met by Derek Forrest and Jeremy Chin, who's now down at the 34-yard line, and his teammates are asking for help immediately. Valdez-Scantling is slow to get up as well. Chin is not moving. It's a first down for the Saints, but both training staffs are onto the field immediately. That was a nasty collision, and while they take a look at both players, we're going to take a break here from Caesars Superdome. 20-10 Washington, 7:32 to go here, fourth quarter. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
Hi, this is Dan Quinn, head coach of the Washington Commanders and proud graduate of Salisbury University. My wife Stacy and I began our journey at Salisbury. For me, the burgundy and gold started as maroon and gold. I encourage you to explore opportunities at SU. I had mentors who were invested in my future. You'll make lifelong connections and develop leadership in your field. Take it from me, with some hard work, SU will put you on a path to success. Learn more at salisbury.edu.
Organizations are facing more cyber attacks than ever before, but Fognigma makes future-proof cybersecurity easy. Automate the deployment of invisible cloud-based collaboration networks for your organization and its partners. Provide anonymous research, discrete communications, data transportation, remote access, and more, all protected by 3 layers of encryption and a smart firewall. Automate, collaborate, and dominate cyber operations with Fognigma. Go to fognigma.com to get started. Fognigma.com.
Hey, it's LeVar Arrington here, and when it comes to performance on and off the field, good sleep is your best friend. So we at Mattress Warehouse are going to help you get there. Here's the game plan. Go to any Mattress Warehouse store and take their bid match test. You can then enter to win tickets to a Commanders home game with round-trip transportation provided by Reston Limousine and swag bags from Big 100. Winners will also be registered for a grand prize VIP flyaway trip for 2 to attend the iHeartRadio Music Awards in LA. Visit mattresswarehouse.com for a location near you.
The votes were all counted, and the results are official. Royal Farms was named #1 for food in the USA Today 10 Best poll, receiving more votes than any other convenience store chain in America. The next time you want to get some good food fast, doesn't it make sense to go to Royal Farms? Voted best in the USA and home of world-famous chicken. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Washington Commanders football.
After a big completion to Marquez Valdez-Scantling and a collision between the receiver and Jeremy Chin, both players have just left the field, but the good news is both of them did walk off under their own power. That was a scary collision between the two players. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, extremely scary, and you know, it was almost a ricochet. You saw Derek Forrest making the tackle on Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and his helmet hit Jeremy Chin's helmet, and that's what caused the issue for him.
Earlier in the game, the team lost Zach Ertz to a concussion in the first half. And he obviously is not going to return today. Alvin Kamara is out as well. As the Saints continue to move the ball here, they're at the Washington 33 with 7:20 to go fourth quarter. Washington leads 20-10. I formation for Rattler, play action, steps back, looking back to the left towards Miller, and he just tried to turn his head before he made the catch. He was about to get hit by Jordan McGee, and he dropped it.
Spencer Rattler has done a nice job in, all three of his drives that he's had in the second half. He's led to two scoring drives and also has him in a nice position to score on this drive. Chunk plays have been hurting our defense, especially on this drive. He had the 19-yard completion to Fabian Moreau, and also Foster Moreau, I should say. And then you tack on the 15-yard penalty and a 25-yard completion to Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Second down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Rattler in the gun, three wide receivers to the left, all inside the numbers. He fakes a pitch to the left, steps back, throws it to the center field. That should have been picked off. It went right off the hands of Frankie Luvu. Read it the whole way, and the ball hit him right in the hands. He had to go up for it. He was looking for Jawan Johnson, but that should have been a pick.
Yeah, that should have been a pick, and Frankie's going to be kicking himself about not coming up with the interception. That's the second time he's done a nice job of getting in the throw lane, and he wanted to hit Jawan Johnson down the seam, but Frankie did a nice job of getting in that throwing window. Should have been an interception.
Third down stats brought to you by Marks & Harrison. Injured in a wreck, call Marks & Harrison for a free consultation or go to marksandharrison.com. This is a big one. They're 3 for 8 are the Saints. Check that, 2 for 8. Third and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here's the snap to Rattler. Washington brings 4. Spin move by Luvu forces him to run out to the right. Rattler throwing down. There's no man's land. And the only person who was even close to it was Noah Igbenogany. Or check that, Mikey Sanders still, but it goes over his arms and out of bounds. He's lucky that's incomplete.
Yeah, Deron Payne's not going to get a stat for this play right here, but he did a nice job of chasing down Rattler as Rattler broke contain out of the pocket.
There's a big spot here. It's a field goal attempt of over 50 yards for Blake Grupe. If he makes this is a one-score game. 51-yard attempt from the left hash mark. Matthew Hayball, the punter, is the holder. Grupe, who was 0 for 2 from 50-plus a week ago, albeit one of them was blocked from 60-plus. Snap's good, holds down, kick is on its way. It's got enough leg, and it's good. So with 6:57 to go here in Caesars Superdome, the game is still on. Washington 20, New Orleans 13.
Yeah, and Spencer Rattler, he's coming to this game. He's had 3 drives, and he's led to 3 scoring drives for the New Orleans Saints. And again, penalties by us, allowing big plays. Things like that, self-inflicted wounds against a bad team like the Saints are, and they're playing at home. You allow them to stay in this football game, and now you got a one-score game.
Jeremy Chin is on his way back to the locker room to get evaluated. We want to ask you to make sure you stick around for our Command Center postgame huddle. London and I will talk with head coach Dan Quinn, quarterback Jaden Daniels, and other featured players in the locker room. It's presented by your local Washington area Honda dealers. We were throwing a party at halftime, but 14-0. Then it was 17-0 after a near 7-minute drive to start the third quarter. Spencer Rattler came in, gave him a little bit of life, some penalties, some warranted, some not. And the sacks, and all of a sudden we have a game.
Right, and you have a game, and the offense really still hasn't truly got into a real flow and a rhythm against this Saints defense. You mentioned over the last 4 games, the Saints being second in the National Football League, only giving up 15.8 points per game. So their defense has been really good. They've won 3 out of those last 4 games.
All right, Logan, what do you want to see from the offense? They could put this away if they could score here.
Yeah, right now I just want them to possess the football, get some first downs, and take care of the ball that way. Get off the field possessing the football.
Blake Grupe's kick goes to the near sideline. They're actually avoiding Luke McCaffrey. Get it to Jeremy McNichols. It was a nice return of his own, all the way out to the 36-yard line. That was purposeful. They kicked away from Luke McCaffrey.
Respect for Luke, man. I told you, Luke on the loose.
So this is decent field position here. 1st and 10 at the 36 for Washington. 6:51 to go. Both teams have all their timeouts. Washington leads 20-13. They've run the ball 30 times for 127 yards, but a lot of it really is from Jaden. 10 for 65 on scrambles. B-Rob's rushed it 17 times for just 56 yards, 3.3 per carry. And the Saints' weakness was their rush defense.
Yeah, I can think you can see a lot in the quick game, too, if they're not going to run the ball.
Here's the snap. End around De'Ami Brown. It worked in the first half. Tries to get to the edge. Met by one of the defensive linemen who ran down the line with him and tackles him after just about a 2-yard game. That's Peyton Turner making the play for New Orleans. It's just a gain of 2.
Yeah, but
Slow going up, too.
We got an injured player on the sideline.
Diami's down.
And Diami is now down on the far sideline right in front of the Washington bench. The training staff is taking a look at him now.
Shit, we're going to need another bye week. All these injuries piling up on us right now in this ball game.
Zach Ertz out with a concussion. Jeremy Chin just went back to the locker room after a scary collision with Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and then off this run by Diami Brown, he is down and laying down on his back. Logan?
Yeah, obviously Jeremy Chin's in the locker room. He's being evaluated for a concussion, and right now it looks like their training staff is looking at the collarbone, neck, head area of Diami Brown. So keep you posted as we find out more information.
You know, like with we asked this question early, where were they going to get production without Noah Brown? That was a big deal that they lost him. He had really emerged as their number 2 receiver, number 2 target. Dan Quinn had talked about that Diami Brown was going to get a lot more opportunities. They've tried to do some creative things with him, doing end arounds. They've targeted him a few times. This would be a big loss if they lose him. They're getting really thin here.
Yeah, getting really thin, but the good thing is you were able to bring Jamison Crowder off of injured reserve, and he's actually had a couple catches in his ball game. He's a veteran receiver. He's been a number 1. He's been a number 2 receiver, so he knows how to get separation, get open, especially in a game like this where you need guys to win quickly, maybe win in the more intermediate type of routes, because the Saints aren't allowing us to get the deep shots.
I don't want to read too much into it, but Brown is not immediately going into the blue medical tent. He went to go sit on the bench. The training staff is with him, and we're back to action with 6:30 to go here, fourth quarter. 20-13, Washington leads. This is a 2nd and 8. The 38-yard line. Washington has dominated time of possession, doubled them up, 35-54 to 17-15. They're going to add to that here. 2nd down and 8 with a snap to Daniels. Delay, no draw, steps up, fires one down the far sideline. That's Terry McLaurin, wide open, bobbles, and again not bring it in. That would have been a touchdown. He was wide open. It would have been a tough catch, but I'm shocked he didn't make it. There was nobody with him. He would have streaked down the sideline and scored.
Oh, this is just a blown, busted coverage by the New Orleans Saints. They're playing the corner, lets Terry go, thinking the safety's going to take him over. And Terry gets his fingers on the ball, fingertips, and just not able to come up with that catch. That would have been ball game.
The throw, he had one earlier in the half. He was streaking down the middle of the field that was just a bit too far. That one was off his fingertips. Yeah. So the Saints are alive because of a couple misses here. 3rd and 8 at the 38. And now, I believe a timeout was called.
Yeah, timeout Washington. Their first 30-second timeout.
But that throw, and I know Jaden, he's like, man, he sees Terry wide open. He put it more on a line drive. He just put a tad bit more air underneath that ball. That's a walk-in touchdown by Terry. Terry did everything possible to try to make that catch.
Man, oh man, he has been so hyper-accurate today, and these 2 misses would have both been touchdowns, both of them.
Yeah, especially in a game like this where big plays, explosive plays have been so hard to come by against the Saints defense.
Now they need 3rd and 8. Chase Young is imploring the crowd to wake up here in New Orleans. 3rd and 8 for Washington at the 38-yard line. 6:13 to go. Fourth quarter, 20-13, Washington leads. Empty backfield for Daniels. Gets the snap. Saints just bring 3. Daniels looking. Throws to the near sideline. John make that. Ben Sinnott makes the catch. Spins down at the 45-yard line. He is a yard short. We have another injured player at the Saints. That's going to stop the clock. This is going to bring up a 4th and 1 at the 45 and a decision here for Dan Quinn and company.
I don't think you can take that risk and throw and run the ball or go for it on 4th down. I don't think you can, but hey.
What do you think, Logan? They've been aggressive this year. It's on their side of the 50, but it's 4th and 1.
This is one of those plays where I would say probably it's better to err on being aggressive here. Maybe you get out here, get under center, do a couple hard counts. You at least want to get an opportunity to possess the football here. And again, I agree with Fletch. It's a little bit risky, but if you punt it, it's a touchback. You're only kind of net gaining about, 30 yards, 25 yards of field position. So give it a good look. Get under there, run the hard count. If you got a play you like, let's run it. I like the idea of being aggressive.
Number 73 is eligible.
So you hear 73 is eligible, so they brought in an extra tackle. They're at least lining up like they're going to go for it. 4th and 1 at their own 45. 5:58 to go fourth quarter. They lead by 7. The injured player was Kool-Aid McKinstry, who walked off under his own power. Here we go. 4th and 1 at the 45. Let's see if they're going to snap it. Pistol look for Daniels. McLaurin to the right. Extra tackle on the field. Sinnott to the left of Scott, who's to the left of Coleman. Daniels does snap. Keeps. has to dive ahead, leaps over a couple of defenders, falls at the 46-yard line, and he got a first down. He was completely bottled up, and he just jumped over the top of a couple of defenders.
I think it's going to be a first down based on the spot of the near official.
Yeah, the near official looks like he gave it to him. But the other guys, they're not on the same page here.
They're looking at this. The Saints obviously think he didn't get it. I thought in real time that he landed past the sticks.
I don't think it was a great spot, but you talk about a risky play.
Daniels kept it, got bottled up, and then fell right at the 46-yard line. That's where he went down. It's right at the line to gain. It's going to depend on the spot.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a guy just making a play and sacrificing his body. Jay Daniels has done that multiple times.
See what Sean Hockley says.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was down by contact beyond the line to gain. It's a first down.
You said he was down?
The game clock will start on my signal.
Man, you took Jaden Daniels.
Wow.
Nowhere to go. He jumps over two players, his own center, and also he jumps over his own center and a Saints defensive end. And talking about sacrificing his body.
So he was hit, and then the Saints were asking, was he down? Because the ball came out, but his arm had hit the ground. Ground can't cause the fumble. So they're going to mark him down because he had contact, and he barely got the yard necessary. So Washington goes for it on the 4th and 1. They get there, 1st and 10 with 5:05 to go, fourth quarter at their own 46-yard line. Snap to Daniels. Saints break 5. He's got time. He's loading up for another shot. Looking for McLaurin again. This one bounces up in the air. McLaurin trying to have a second effort to get it and cannot make the catch. Good coverage by Shamar John-Charles to break that one up.
So he's trying to take a shot after a big play. I'm okay with that. I love the call. This is the Saints defensive back, Shamar Johnson. He made a nice play. Terry had to step on him, had to slow down a little bit, and Johnson's able to get his arm in there and break up that pass.
So Jaden on 3 deep shots. 2 of them were just a touch overthrown. That one just a touch underthrown. Maybe the next one's just right. We'll see. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line. 4:55 to go, fourth quarter. Washington up by a touchdown. Daniels walks up to the line. Gives directions to the center, Michael Dieter. Pistol look with B-Rob behind him. Here's the snap. Couple of moving linemen. B-Rob gets a hole. Andrew Wiley helped pushing it forward to the Saints' 47-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
That's the counter trade. That's the tough physical type of running we've grown accustomed to with this run game. Physical finish, physical pounding. Let your lineman lead the way as B-Rob turns out and picks up 7.
So once again, they got a 3rd and manageable. They've already shown, because they're not in field goal range, they went for a 4th and 1 on their side of the 50. This feels like 2-down territory if they're even within this.
Yeah, it sounds like 2-down territory, especially if you get to a 4th and 1 type of situation, 4th and inches. But let's pick up the first down right here.
3rd and 3. Snap to Daniels. Saints break 5. He has to get rid of it. Does. John Bates slips at the 41, but it's enough to move the chains on a gain of 5.
Yeah, that's a
first down, Washington.
Critical mistake by the Saints defense. They go to a zone coverage. It's tough to play zone defense on 3rd and 3. Just run a mesh crossing route. John Bates find the open spot, sit down, pick up the first down.
How about this one, Logan? 9 of 16 on 3rd down today. 9 of 16.
That's not a bad day at the office, man. And these are critical moments. And again, just think about over the course of the game, just how much Jaden Daniels has elevated this offense in those situations. It's been really special to watch.
Clock is ticking here. 3:35 to go. 20-13 Washington. New set of downs at the 41 of the Saints. 1st and 10. Robinson goes in motion to the right. They'll hand it off to him, and this one is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Ex-commander John Ridgway with the stop back at the 44, loss of 3.
Yeah, that was the Saints. They came with a blitz off the slot. Brought Alontae Taylor, kind of a run blitz, anticipating that type of play called by Cliff Kingsbury.
I mean, we're getting close to the point where the Saints have to think about using their timeouts on defense here, down by 7. Clock's at 3:04. Play clock now at 17. Let's see how long Jaden takes to get the snap off. We're under 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 20-13 Washington. 2nd down and 12 back at the 43-yard line. They're ready. Here's the snap. Daniels looking over the middle. Strike. Olamide Zacchaeus to the 30-yard line. That is a gain of 13, first down.
You talk about fitting the ball in a tight window again. Linebackers in the throwing window, but Jaden Daniels just allows Lattimore Zaccheaus to clear, and he throws a missile into Lattimore Zaccheaus.
So the Saints did burn their
New Orleans. They're first.
So
please reset the game clock to 2:36. It's a 30-second timeout.
So Washington now is about a first down away from almost running the clock out on them. Saints used their first of 3 timeouts. They will have the 2-minute warning as well.
Right, yeah. It's a situation, hey, pick up, continue to move the ball, pick up first downs. Eventually, you're going to run out of timeouts. Milk the clock, get out of here with the victory.
I'll tell you how incredible that 4th down call was at the 45. Washington came in, obviously, leaders in 4th down conversion, 13 of 15 this year. Guess who was the best 4th down defense in the NFL? New Orleans. 9 of 22 had been converted against them, and Washington did it on their side of the field against them.
They did, man.
First and 10 at
9 of 23?
Yes. 10 of 23 now.
Oh, yeah, 10 of 23 today, yeah.
First and 10 at the 30. Daniels, B-Rob to his right. McLaurin comes in motion. Handoff Robinson to the left side. There's just literally nowhere to go. Will Harris, Cam Jordan combined on a tackle. It's another loss here. Back to the 33-yard line. And the head coach, Darren Rizzi, calls for his second timeout, stopping the clock.
New Orleans, their second 30-second timeout.
Stops the clock with 2:27 to go.
So, for the Saints, they're going to run the football. You got 9 guys up near the line of scrimmage, get a negative yardage play. For us, because the Saints have another timeout and a 2-minute warning, if I'm Cliff Kingsbury, I'm okay calling a pass play in this situation. Don't just necessarily say, hey, we're going to run the football and let the Saints either take a timeout or milk it down to the 2-minute warning.
Look, again, if they could just get a first down, they're going to run the game clock out. If they could just get into manageable field goal range, the Saints are going to be in trouble with just one timeout, the 2-minute warning here. Second down and 13 at the 33. Let's see how Washington and Cliff Kingsbury play this. Jaden's in the gun. Snap. He's going to throw for it. Steps back. Throws over the middle of the field. Has De'Ami Brown. Leaping catch at the 10-yard line. First down, Washington.
Man, oh, man. Contested. Got a penalty on the show. Got to be roughing the pass.
They got a flag?
What's going on here?
Holding. Offense number 67. The 10-yard penalty. Replay second down. Clock will start on the snap.
Let me tell you, that was ball game.
Man, this is a tremendous throw by Jaden.
That was ball game. Incredible throw. Great catch, Brown, who had just been injured on the previous drive. Comes back, makes an unreal play. Erased. It's another penalty.
Game clock to 2:19. Thank you.
9th penalty for 84 yards. Some of them have been huge. A couple roughing the passer calls. This call erased basically ball game.
And they've also declined a lot of our penalties. But that throw by Jaden, that catch by De'Ami Brown, and as you mentioned, that was going to be ball game right there.
And the reality is they're out of field goal range right now. Second and 23 at the Saints 43. They got to get more yardage.
Like the tunnel screen or something.
Snap to Daniels. Quick look. That's what you got. But it was behind Lattimore Zaccheaus. It's incomplete. Stops the clock. 2:17 to go. Saints have a timeout. And Washington has to get some yardage here to have a reasonable shot at a field goal.
And so the conversation that you're having is, what do you feel comfortable in terms of Greg Joseph kicking the field goal? What yard line would you feel comfortable with? So how many yards do you need to gain, Cliff? Yeah, you would love to get to all 23 yards, but the Saints are going to probably play zone defense. If you can get maybe another 15 yards, you might feel comfortable letting Joseph kick a field goal.
Third and 23 at the Saints 43. Here's the snap. They're going to play it safe. B-Rob right up the middle, takes on Brian Brzee, stays on his feet, and now finally goes down. They're going to say forward progress stopped at about the 36-yard line, and it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning where Washington will bring out their field goal unit to try to ice this.
This is a 2-minute warning.
In New Orleans, with Washington leading 20-13. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
You're listening to Washington Commanders football on the Commanders Radio Network.
Are you looking for a lucrative career with limitless possibilities? Start building it in construction. There's never been a better time to start a career in construction, where you have the opportunity to strengthen our nation's infrastructure. Are you ready to get in the game? Visit clarkconstruction.com/hail to learn more about building your future in construction and for information about careers in the construction industry. Brought to you by Clark Construction, the official construction partner of the Washington Commanders.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Ask your pharmacist or doctor about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Commanders Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company and a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Don't punt on getting your COVID vaccination this season. Learn more at ChooseNovavax.com.
Brought to you by Ortho Virginia. As Virginia's largest provider of orthopedic medicine and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider of the Washington Commanders, it's no wonder that they're the pros trust. Ortho Virginia has more than 150 specialists and over 35 locations throughout Virginia, with many offices offering same-day appointments and extended hours. To find a specialist near you or to book an appointment, visit orthovirginia.com. Ortho Virginia, stronger starts here.
Calling all Commanders fans, we have something big in common: passion. We're all about the Commanders, and JKJ is all about protecting you. Introducing JKJ's Insurance and Risk Management Consultant, the passionate protectors of your business, employees, and personal assets. Their passion is your protection. So join JKJ and rest easy knowing they have your back.
This is Washington Commanders football.
For the second straight week, Washington has done over 40 minutes in time of possession. It was a season high after 40-13 versus Tennessee. They topped that, but 9 penalties, second most for Washington this year. 84 yards in penalties, a season high. 8 sacks has allowed the Saints to stay in this game. Greg Joseph is coming on, though, here to attempt what will be a 50-plus yard field goal to try to make this a 2-score game with just 2 minutes to go, and the Saints only have 1 timeout. A miss here, and it's going to get nervous time here in New Orleans.
Yeah, Dan Quinn, that's why you make the big bucks. Again, I wouldn't kick it, but hey, they know what they feel like they have. Do you take a delay? I'll punt it. Do you take a delayed game? Maybe not.
They're set up for a 54-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Joseph's ready. Snap was low. Way got it down. Joseph's kick is on its way. Will it get there? It does, but it is wide.
An extra snap at the 44-yard line.
It is wide, which means New Orleans takes over with 1:55 to go, fourth quarter, and they got a shot. It's 20-13 Commanders.
And they got great field position. That's why I'm in a mindset. Hey, let's punt the football, try to pin them down, and force a rookie quarterback to see if he can go, 90-plus yards against our defense.
So that one went wide right. Tressway, Gold Glover Tressway again on a low snap, got that one down. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Washington Commanders Radio Network.
WBIG-FM Washington. This is your flagship station for the Washington Commanders. Big 100, DC's classic rock, and iHeart radio station.
First and 10 at the 44 for the Saints, 1:55 to go, regulation. They start with a run play up the middle, and Pendray Miller navigates into Washington territory to the 44-yard line. First and 10 Saints, they got 1 timeout left, 1:43 on the clock, and they need a touchdown.
They got eternity with this field position this time and a timeout.
Snap to Rattler, looks to the near side, connects, nope, bobbled, and now pulled in by Jawan Johnson, but he landed out of bounds. Should have been an easy pitch and catch. And it is incomplete as he fell out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so from a defensive standpoint, you see Spencer Rattler, he's been confident in this ball game. He's made some tough throws. You've given him confidence, and you give him a short field. That's why I was like,
ruling on the field of an incomplete pass is under further review.
They're going to take a look. They're going to see if he got his feet down before he landed out of bounds with the ball in his possession. So they're going to take a look at this. Will give everybody a chance to catch their breath here Saints are in Washington territory at their 44. Washington leads 20-13 with 1:31 to go in the game. The Saints have one timeout. Washington does have two. So if they did score semi-quickly, which I think the goal here stop them, but like if they were to score, maybe Jaden has some time on the other side. But at this point, this is a game that Washington has dominated in time of possession. Daniels has had a fantastic game, and yet a lot of self-inflicted wounds has kept New Orleans in this.
You mentioned the 9 penalties, and also Jaden Daniels has been sacked 8 times in this ball game. So, yeah, they've dominated time of possession, but you can't have those types of penalties, that amount of penalties, and allow your quarterback to get sacked 8 times.
Here's Sean Hockley.
The runner completed the pass, got his right knee inbounds where he was down by contact. The ball will be at the 41-yard line. It'll be second down. There will be a 10-second runoff unless New Orleans takes a timeout to avoid the runoff. He sets the game clock to 1 minute 32 seconds. New Orleans has not taken a timeout to avoid the runoff. We'll go from 132 to 122, and the game clock will start on my signal.
All booth reviews presented by FCN. If your agency needs a review of networking, data storage, or cybersecurity products, FCN has the answers. So the clock will be at 122, and we'll start as soon as Sean Hockley is ready. This is now a second and 7.
40 seconds, play clock.
Now we're at second and 7 at the 41-yard line. So Juwan Johnson, they said, made the catch, landed inbounds.
30 seconds, thank you.
And so here we go. 1:22 to go. Clock will start the second. Hockley puts his mark. Saints are getting ready at the line. Second and 7 for New Orleans at the Washington 41-yard line. Commanders' lead is a tenuous 20-13. And they're ready to go. The clock starts moving. Rattler's in the gun. He gets the snap. Handoff Kendry Miller right guard again. Met by Bobby Wagner and Mike Sanders still at the 35-yard line. That is a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 1. Clock moving. 1:10 to go, fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you've got to feel like, hey, the Saints are going to try to run this ball, pick up the first down.
Here's Rattler. Now they're going to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick throw near sideline. That is caught, and out of bounds goes Kevin Austin. It's a first down for New Orleans at the 28 or 27-yard line. Gain of 8, and with exactly 1 minute to go, the Saints have 1st and 10.
And then, more importantly, he made the catch, and he got out of bounds. So you don't have to use a timeout. You get out of bounds. You don't have to come up, get to the ball, get to the line of scrimmage, spike it, or anything like that, or clock it.
Rattler's in the gun. Came in to start the second half after an ineffective first half by Jake Haener. Here's the snap. Handoff. Miller off the left side. Breaks an arm tackle. Met by 3 Commanders. Falls forward to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 New Orleans. And I think Dan Quinn just used his second timeout. Nope. He looked like he was going to signal it.
This is just a check with me type of situation. They're seeing us with our safeties back in the box.
Quick snap. Handoff. Miller. Met in the backfield by Dorrance Armstrong. Knocked out at the 17-yard line. Play clock now at 37 seconds, and a timeout's been called.
Timeout New Orleans, their 3rd and final of the half. 30-second timeout.
So what the Saints are doing is kind of a check with me type of situation.
Please set the game clock to 38 seconds. Thank you.
They're looking to see, or do we have split safety looks or a single high safety? If we got split safeties, hey, they're checking it to a run. We had split safeties on the initial play, not that previous play. That allowed them to get the big gain, and then that last time we were able to rock safeties, lose a little line movement, line stuff, and create a negative yardage play.
So the Saints just used their 3rd and final timeout. There's 38 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Washington leads 20-13, but the Saints have the ball 2nd and 12 at the Washington 17-yard line. Rattler in the gun, Miller to his right, 3 wide receivers to the right, 4 across the line for the Commanders. Rattler looks to his right, gets the snap, back to the center of the field, throws into the slot. That is caught, middle of the field. He's down inside the 10 is Juwan Johnson. Clock is running here. 30 seconds to go. It's going to be 3rd down at the 8-yard line. 3rd and 3 at the 8-yard line. And they quickly snap it to Rattler. Looking, tries to get out of the pocket, trying to throw towards the end zone. That is incomplete. They were screaming for a flag with Dante Pettis. Noah Igbenogany, a great coverage. That is incomplete, and the ball game is right here now. It's 4th and 1 for the Saints at the 8.
I'm thinking Joe Witt Jr., he's probably going to dial up some type of pressure. And that's good coverage, good no call. Pettis tried to fake, but
Rattler was kind of stuck. If he had run, he would have got the first down, but he might not have made the end zone. They might have run out of time. So here we go. Ball game on the line. 4th and 1 at the 8.
Do you sit back and play coverage, or do you bring pressure and go there? Go from there.
17 seconds left in the fourth. Saints have no timeouts. 4th and 1. Rattler the snap. Looking in the center. Now back to the right. Throws underneath. Caught Foster Moreau. He's tackled short of the goal line. He's got a first down at the 2. Clock is ticking. Out of 9 seconds. Now they stopped it for a couple of seconds. They need to roll it. It's down to 5. They spike it with 4. I'm not sure that clock is correct. That thing stopped for at least a second.
That's called home cooking right there. Home cooking.
That clock.
So, as a defensive player, you want to take your time getting off of them. A little bit more time.
This is it either way. They're at the 1 yard line. 1st and goal. 3 seconds on the clock. Rattler in the gun. Miller to his left. Austin in motion. Here's the snap for the game. He throws back, end zone caught. Foster Moreau. Touchdown Saints.
They're going for 2.
So the Saints are staying out on the field to try to win it now. 1 play for the ball game.
They got nothing to lose.
Well, the Saints, to have really any playoff hopes, have to win today.
Yeah.
A 2-point conversion for the game. The game clock has expired. This is the last play. They make it, they win. They miss it. Washington moves to 9-5.
Timeout.
And now Dan Quinn's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Washington. Their second of the half, 30-second timeout.
So either way, we're going to second-guess the decision to try a 50-plus yard field goal up 20-13. It was a miss by Greg Joseph wide right, which gave the Saints very good field position, and here they are with a chance to steal this.
Well, you're definitely going to be, I'm sure Dan Quinn is going to get a lot of questions about that in his press conference. Hey, why not punt the football, try to pin the Saints back and see if the rookie can go 90-plus yards.
This is it. 2-point conversion. Rattler's in the gun. Jamal Williams is the back. In motion, Moreau just scored the touchdown. Rattler rolling to his right. Looking, firing, throws. Incomplete! Incomplete! Washington wins 20-19!
Wow!
The pass is incomplete. The game is over.
You talk about stepping up to the plate and making a play when you absolutely had to make a play. The Washington Commanders defense didn't play great in the second half of this ball game, but when they absolutely needed to make a play, they came through and preserved the victory and got us to 9-5.
You know what? When you come to New Orleans, it's always a long night. We just had a long day in New Orleans to hang on and win by a point.
Sticky coverage by Noah Igbenogany forced that tight window throw, and wow, we survived in the Bayou.
Electrifying play of the game presented by IBEW, Local Union 26. How about an incompletion on a 2-point conversion? Winner go home play that the Saints called. And the Commanders hang on and get a win.
I got to check my blood pressure. I got to check my blood pressure. My body fat and blood pressure is up right now being in New Orleans.
Logan, we have had finish after finish after finish this year.
Yeah, and I think that's it's obviously great to get a win and come out of this thing with a W, but I think it's got to be a little bit frustrating that we let it get to that point. You know, the little bit offensive inefficiencies, the 3 incompletions to Terry, the defensive inefficiencies kind of later